Hello, everybody. Welcome to AI Dungeon Crawlers. Today is Monday, July 19th, 2021, and welcome to the dungeon, where the five of us traverse the treacherous mind of a sinister AI, programmed with the insights of 10,000 authors, throwing, what does this say, tempting cheese at our every turn as we struggle to make the next greatest New York-based anthropomorphized animal heist since Fievel stole our hearts.
Aww.
I am your host, and I'm joined by some wonderful friends. But
Jack,
first and foremost...
Jack.
Yeah,
Music's not playing.
Yes.
Music, share sound, Jack.
What?
You gotta share
What?
sound.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's really embarrassing. Welcome to Dead Silence. I've been noodling for
Thought
like
it was
15
oddly
minutes.
quiet.
You know when I'm in the Zoom call.
This will be our
no
creepiest
sound.
show yet.
Think about it.
Wow, that's really funny. I speed the special guest Logo Cam has here this afternoon. First and foremost,
Thank you, Country
to Mice
Buns.
Heist for subscribing for 5 months in a row.
Woohoo!
You are the reason that this show exists. Just a friendly reminder, much like Misa Life, if you link your Amazon Prime to Twitch, you unlock Twitch Prime, gives you 1 free subscription to any channel on the platform per month, and we would love it if you used it here. We also have a tip jar down below if you feel so inclined, but if you really want to support the show, be sure to share it with friends and family. Follow us on Instagram, as well as like and subscribe if you are watching on YouTube. It is a huge help. And now, we hear the creak of a pull chain, and a single LED sparks to life. We're inside of a shoebox that's home to the greatest criminal mastermind of all time. He anxiously paces around the wood chips, scanning the plans for the maze, memorizing the cheese. In his mind, he's stolen it 1,000 times already. It's a story on the tip of his tongue, and now he just needs to tell it. And tell it he will, because he is our narrator tonight. It's Eric Lehman. Hey, pal.
Yeah, it's me, Eric.
Oh.
It's Eric Little.
Oh, no.
Hey, Jack. How are you?
Hey, pal. Good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I got a glass of wine to go with my lovely cheese plate.
Wow.
Because we're mice, get it? Mice like cheese. Cheese, Jack. Cheese.
Wow. Oh, he's good. He's very funny.
About cheese.
I made a connection.
Do mice like cheese?
Yeah, anyway, that's great. If you're drinking along at home, please join us in our drinking game. Should I tell them about it again, or do I just do that every week, Jack? Is it?
No, you tell him about it, Eric.
Okay, fine.
Consistency.
If you'd like to drink with us, we like to play a drinking game on AA Dungeon. If we gain 10 arbitrary points from the AI, we drink to celebrate. If we lose those 10 points, we drink to commiserate. If we hate what the AI gives us and we need to reset it, we're gonna drink to forget. And oh my God, what do we do today? I think.
Oh, we forgot to decide. Ah.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this at all.
No, we forgot to discuss this. Oh no.
Anytime we-
fail.
Oh jeez.
Anytime we pick a lock.
Oh, I was gonna say we smell cheese.
Oh yeah. Anytime we steal
Anytime
something.
we smell intoxicating cheese.
Anytime the story gets too cheesy.
I think it should be anytime we're intoxicated by the sweet allure of cheese.
How about anytime
Cheese
Jack's
in general.
camera
Anytime the word
freezes?
cheese is mentioned. Okay.
drink to buy.
Everybody drink now.
Everyone drink.
Oh, come on. We will drink to buy the time anytime my camera freezes or I
like it.
die. Shout out to King of Autumn 96 for giving 1 community sub.
Hey.
He gifted it out. I don't know to whom, but thank you very kindly
It was
for
to
doing
Spud
so.
Wizard.
Spud
Wizard.
Wizard.
Also,
Awesome Spud Wizard.
Twitch is
Also-
telling me we have 1 minute and 30 seconds of a hype train. Because
Hype-
so
Yeah.
many people have been subbing. So quick, everybody
One more
sub.
person-
I don't know.
Well,
Quick,
Misa
One more
Life
person
also
who keeps
the
the
hype train
sub
going,
gift
we-
or
we-
use.
So the way hype trains work on Twitch, if you don't know, if we keep subbing
Please.
or giving bits, well, we get to use exclusive emotes while the train is on the track. So
Ooh.
that's fun, I guess.
Wow, that's fun.
Yeah.
So whoever hasn't subbed yet, do it.
Yeah.
Do it,
yeah,
damn it.
be a time.
Choo choo,
We're
man.
looking
Choo
at
choo.
you.
If I hadn't done it last time, I would do it now.
Wait, maybe
We
I
hear
can.
the creak of a wheel, a hamster wheel. He's been running all day, biding his time. He steps off of the wheel, wipes his brow with a piece of yarn hung loosely around his neck. He walks to the water bottle, sips at the ball bearing, watching his captor drift off to sleep. As their eyelids finally close, he drops the act. Grabbing a discarded paperclip from under his food bowl, he springs into action. He's fashioned a hook, and with it he deftly hooks the latch and swings open the cage. There's no prison that can hold him. He's the greatest escape pest the world has ever known. He's back in the city and he's ready to take action. And it's a good thing, too, is he'll be playing our protagonist tonight. It's Jesse Beam. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, that looks so uncomfortable.
This hurts a lot.
What are you...
There we go. Hello, this is... Ow.
What are you...
It's in your eyes.
This is
Spare no
my
expense.
mouse costume. Look, I've raised a very high bar of costumes on this show, and if it's taught us anything, it's that you can make construction paper into any pile of crap you want.
I love how it makes you sound.
Thanks. I'm practically deep throating it at this point.
What's most
Really
amazing about it is
interesting
it doesn't make you just look great. It also makes you sound terrible.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
yeah,
no, that's just me. I'm gonna take it off until the show starts.
And
Shout out to Twisted Mickey, who just started following us.
All
Thank you very
right.
much, Twisted Mickey.
Who is
They immediately
actually
said, "Hi,
Jammer
friends.
Girl?"
This is Jammer Girl. I ran here as fast as I could from work. There was a giant cheese in my way.
Oh, no!
Magic. A horrible thing. We hear the creak of a fern. A plastic fern. Nobody checks the plastic potted plants. It's the perfect place to hide. And hide he will, with a microphone, sketching every scene, ensuring no detail is missed. He's the plant in the plant, the inside rodent in the rhododendron, and he'll be documenting it all tonight. It's our illustrator, Noah Schaefer. Hello.
Hello. So sadly, I'm not as done up as Jesse there.
Well, you know.
I am.
Yay, 100%, 100%.
Woo!
Whoa!
Hype
What's happening?
train!
Why is this flashing? 100%. There's confetti. I'm so afflicted.
It's our hype train.
Hype.
Hype it, Noah. Hype it.
Oh, we
I
did
don't
it.
know. I'm
We did it,
trying to
guys.
show off the fact that I'm drinking out of a mug that's based on Mickey
Oh,
Mouse.
nice.
That's. Thank you to Jack's house for having this.
Yeah,
All right,
what does it
Jack's
say?
house.
All right. Thank you, Country Buns, for subscribing.
Yeah, thank you, Country Buns.
Very nice. Noah, do you have anything, any fun art you want to show us today?
Well, there's something I did share on my Instagram just recently. I'm trying out with some new brushes and stuff, and I figured I'll show y'all. And because of how vain I am, it's me.
Please.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That is handsome. Oh, I love this
Jeez.
3D glasses effect you got going on.
Well, thanks. Yeah, no, this is just, I was trying out some new brushes. That's what I was kind of talking to you guys about before the show, and I was just like, do I want to do kind of that more rough brush, kind of charcoal-y thing, or do I want to just go with regular? So this is what I've been practicing and trying out.
And we weren't helpful at all. And Jack actually said, I'm going to leave that to you.
It's okay. But yeah, no,
I'm going to leave that to you, as it is your job. Stop asking me questions.
there.
This looks great,
There.
Noah. I love this.
Yeah, that's amazing. Look at that jawline
This-
and the hair.
This was from photo reference, I will say that.
So wait, there's
Well,
an
you look
actual
just as
photo of you
handsome in
looking like
picture.
this? Oh, wow.
Okay, well,
That's
kind
impressive.
of. I could straight up bring it up.
Country Bun
very-
says you look
very
like
Vice City.
yeah, you look like Vice City.
Oh, yeah. Wait a sec.
You just need to be wearing a bikini, I think, is the only difference.
Oh, yeah. Because
Oh,
here is the
alright, he
original
might be.
photo.
You look so
Look at
much
me.
more concerned in that.
I changed my expression because I was like, I don't want to be concerned. So I changed it to the smirk.
Was this a photo you texted to someone when they asked you like a very confusing question?
that's-
Or they asked you something offensive? And
It was
then-
No,
too much like
that's an image of Noah trying to decide whether or not to use the charcoal
Wait,
brush.
wait,
to-
wait,
Yeah,
wait.
I was deciding what brush.
Could you pull that picture up again? Was this photo? I see some frames. Is this my kitchen?
No, it's your office.
I was gonna say it's the exact same background he's in right now, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, you can see the pivot. Yeah, you can see pivot behind.
Oh, there it
you.
is. That's funny.
Yeah.
This was Noah when he was trying to figure out your internet.
Meanwhile, we hear the creak of whiskers. False whisker. As he returns them to the next to the squirrel tails and pigeon pinion feathers. He has a Rolodex of IDs, some of which are strewn across his desk. Freddie Mercury, Richard Furton, Margaret Ratcher. He's able to blend in with any surrounding. A master of disguise. Why, he could be anyone, and he'll be playing everyone. It's Drew Defoe. Welcome back, pal. Good to have you with us.
Thank you. Thank you. I love doing this show because wow, it's fun.
You loved it the one
That's
time you
why.
did it.
And you
so
can't beat
we'll
those
see how it
puns.
feels.
Can't beat those the
Sure can't.
Yeah. This is fun.
Now
Thank
you
you
can
for
see what I
having me.
spent all of yesterday doing.
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
How's your week been? Anything exciting going on?
Well, I got my hair cut finally because they lifted restrictions.
Oh, that's a big deal.
So that's a huge deal
Very
for
nice.
me. Yeah, I hated
I
my
get one
hair,
tomorrow.
so I'm happy to have hair.
Now, Drew, last
that's
time you were on the
different.
show, I asked you what the single most important thing that's ever happened in your life is. And now I'm going to ask you if you could change one thing about your life, any point in your history.
Other than your hair.
And say, I wish that
Whoa.
didn't happen other than your hair. What would it be?
Like something that happened and I would wish it hadn't happened,
Yeah.
or like something I wish had happened.
What if
Now,
something happened differently?
just
change
don't.
something in your past.
This might
Change
get
something
really
in my
real,
past.
guys.
I was about to say.
Honestly, I was like,
Real
I just
question.
had a really shit year, so I don't want to get too deep. So I'm gonna
2020.
try and go. Yeah, I'm gonna try and go. Yeah, I wish 2020 hadn't happened.
I just wish there was no plague. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
But
lie. guys.
specifically, I wish there was no bubonic plague because I feel like that set us back as humanity. Way
No, that's what killed off the feudal system. We
You know
might
what I
still be living in that.
You know what I wish had happened, and I'm
What?
gonna more career and go further back than this last terrible year of my life. I'm gonna go with, I was in a World War II film, and they were originally had all this money to do it, and we were supposed to be doing like this camp where we trained to be soldiers before we filmed,
Oh,
and
that's
they ended
cool.
up last minute scrapping that,
Of
and like
course.
we were booked to go and like do all this training, and you know what? To this day, I still think about that, being like, I wish I could have done that.
They were probably just like, just
Yeah.
pretend that you've had the training.
That's
You're an
what,
actor, right?
Well, that's what it was. And then they got mad at me that I couldn't operate this Bren gun. And I was like, this thing weighs 1,000 pounds. I was like in the launch thing, and I'm like holding this thing, and I don't know how to operate it, and I'm trying to load it, and then I'm like, oh, my back, and I'm like, I would have died in World War II.
What movie were you in?
It was called Storming Juno.
Oh.
It's the only World War II film ever made in Canada, which is why
Oh wow.
I'm
Didn't
tracking
ever made
it
in
down
Canada.
specifically just to see you holding the gun.
I'm on the front cover of it.
What?
Yeah, lucky.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it never
find
took
out
off
later.
because audiences were confused because they were expecting it to be a movie about a teen pregnancy, but it just
They thought it was going to be a weird Canadian indie film,
Yeah.
and then they realized, oh, they're trying to do something? Oh, what's this? No, it was because Discovery pulled a lot of money out of it.
Oh, thanks, Discovery.
Canada.
Shout out to the audience. Thank you very much for letting us complete the first level of the hype train. Everyone now has a series of
Well
very
done.
special emotes in their being. We received a level 1 hype train emote. Very exciting. Thank you all for participating in that. And of course, if you all were to look to the left, you would see slumped in a mousetrap because he's had one too many baby bells. It's me, your host, Jackson Sibe, with my 88 string to cheese.
88 string to cheese.
All right, friends, if you
Wow,
haven't
that's
guessed
good,
it so
Jack.
far, we're doing a Mice Heist. Tiny heists starring mice in the world of New York City. Are y'all ready to dive in? 'Cause I know I am. All right, here you go. Take it away.
The concrete jungle, or as the humans call it, Brooklyn, is a world built on the back of rodents. Heavy-set humans live among the rodents, but the latter are far from extinct. A man named Garth rules the city with a steel-toed boot. All a mouse can do is dream to one day break free and retire to the fabled great lawn uptown, or as the humans call it, Central Park. The magpies rule the great lawn with an iron beak, and the only thing that will buy entrance is the Hanging Emerald of Garth. You are Mr. Fix-It, a male mouse in the world of humans. You live in Cat Scratch Alley, a town in the kingdom of Brooklyn. You're a master thief, a mouse who has banded together with your fellow mice to steal from the humans and claim the Hanging Emerald of Garth. You've been planning this heist for a long time. You know the layout of the castle. You know the weak points of the guards. You even know the schedules of the hooded custodians. Today is the day that you go in. Your people have been helping you for months, planting information and stoking paranoia. Garth doesn't know it's coming, and by the time he finds out, it'll be too late. You and your team, the Scraps, meet over a game of poker to discuss tonight's heist. The magpies are waiting for you, eager to get this show on the road. The Magpies are a gang of blackmailing birds. They call the great lawn of Central Park home. They spend most of their time collecting dandelions, pebbles, and other shiny objects, and they sell them to the rats who live in the underground steamworks. The Magpies may be a lot to deal with, but bribing them with the emerald is the only way you're gonna be able to call the park home. You and your team, Limburger, Cheddar Charlie, and Camembert Bert, take your seats. The meeting begins.
I'm sick of waiting around here.
Says Cheddar.
When are we gonna strike?
We'll strike when the time is right, when the heist is ready.
You say.
That was a choice.
Oh, it's a bold one. We're
That's
going to
the
be with this
entire
character for 2
show.
hours. Now, do keep in mind, you will have to keep talking in that voice.
He is
the
a
whole
master. He is a master of voices because that's how he's able to blend in.
time.
So it changes
Because
every
he hasn't
time.
decided what voice he wants to do.
Also, this is a record for shortest time wearing the costume. I'm taking it off. It hurts, and it really just looks like I have a pink X-wing on my face.
Jesse took his costume off. Everybody
drank.
Oh, boy.
This is stupid.
Says Camembert.
Garth is going to catch us. We should just call this whole thing off.
Country Bun
Oh, I love
says,
this.
this Cats prequel has already got me hooked.
Can you imagine if this is how Cats opened? Was just like a crime thriller. Sorry,
That'd be
like,
awesome.
Memories.
So what are we thinking? It sounds like this group has already made the plans. They already know how to steal it. Are we just diving in like on?
I think they're
diving
diving in. I think oh crap, what's our protagonist? Mr. Fix-It is about to like lay down the plan.
I'd also
Oh,
like
this
to
is one of
say-
those like, and here's what's happening.
Yeah.
I'd also like to say that Misa Life has redeemed Sounds Like a Song.
Already. Excellent.
What?
Wait,
what
what?
sounds like a
What?
song?
I guess
What
the
sounds like a
Cats
song? All right,
prequel.
Misa.
Misa Life, tell us what has
Is it a
sounded
Cats
like a
prequel
song.
starring animals?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I can't actually sing Memories.
Well, Misa Life, let us know. What would you like this song to be about? What would you, in your infinite dreams, love a little mouse from Brooklyn to sing about?
Can I just say this feels like you put in all the Oceans movies and then like Rescuers Down Under.
I was gonna say Mousetrap.
Mousetrap.
Misa Life would like
Somewhere out there,
jazz.
beyond the pale blue, yeah.
I hope for an Ocean's 11 style introduction to the gang.
Misa Life
Misa
would
Life
like
says, "Oh,
a
sorry. Go
jazz,
ahead."
a jazz song about Cheddar changing his voice.
I love this.
Wait,
Cool.
Cheddar or
I like
Mr.
it.
Fix-It?
Mr. Fix-It, you mean?
Oh, okay.
Cheddar.
Cheddar hasn't changed his voice.
Mr. Fix-It's been taking elocution lessons. He is.
Yeah, I got electrocuted. That's right. Sometimes when the feeling strikes you and you want to change, but you only got one pair of clothes.
What do you do?
Well, you change your voice. Yes, you change your voice. Sometimes you make it weird. And sometimes you make it nice.
Is this all gonna be on a test?
Yes, you change your voice. Sometimes I change my voice. Yes, I change my voice. But I never change my mind. No. Piano solo.
I'm starting to change my mind about following this guy.
Just pay attention, kid, and before you know it, we'll be dancing in that great big lawn. You change your voice. Yes, you change your voice. Sometimes you go up here, and sometimes you go down here. But you never, no, you never change your mind.
Noah, what card game are they playing?
Well, the text did say poker, but I feel like we should say something that's mouse related.
Is it Go Fish?
I was about to say
Rook.
they're playing Go Fish.
They're playing Snap because Mousetrap, you know.
Oh,
Snap,
Love
Crackle,
it.
Pop?
This is quite the trio. I love this. I like that. I'm assuming that's Canonbear Bert. Oh no, Bert's. I see now. Bert's the one on the far right.
The one with the Bert hair, obviously.
Yeah.
Annie.
So from left to right, we got Mr. Fix It. That one in the middle then is what were their names? Fix It.
Cheddar Charlie.
That's
and
Cheddar
Bert.
Charlie. Okay. Thank you for labeling them for me.
Limburger is a
Canonbear Bert.
big, jacked female mouse,
Oh,
apparently.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love
Yeah.
all right.
She's
cool.
the enforcer female, so.
New idea then.
That
really,
was awesome,
really
by the way,
innovating on
Jesse.
this show.
Wow.
Yeah. By the way, Jesse, that was a great song.
It's great.
Well,
I really loved that
it's
song.
been a while since I've had to do more than one kind of voice on this show. So that was a fun little...
All right.
We got some text.
We got some text. You slam your tiny mouse fist into the plastic pizza holder that serves as your poker table. Cards and chips flying.
We ain't giving up, Bert. We got a foolproof plan. Now let's go over it from the top, all right? All right, then.
Says Bert, still fuming.
Let's go over it once more for good measure.
You and Bert spend the next half an hour going over the plan.
Oh.
When you're finished,
That you
everyone
will
seems
never
to know
know.
what to expect of them. You make your way out of the gutter and into the sewers.
No, this is actually secretly clever because everybody knows if you explain the plan first, something goes wrong.
Well, this is the thing. This is what the Oceans movies always do, right?
Yeah.
They never explain the plan. You just find out about it.
Yeah, you find
Yeah,
out
they give you,
once
like, a
it's
big
gone off
idea.
without a hitch. If a
Yeah.
character explains the plan first, something always goes wrong.
Well, because then you expect,
yeah.
you expect the unexpected. Whereas in this case, it's like, oh, well, that didn't really work. And then also you're like, oh, they knew about it all along.
They actually did it.
Plus, it also means whatever the AI comes up with,
wow.
we can pretend is what we intended.
Yes, that was the cutscene twist.
Right.
I know exactly what you're talking about. In preparation for this, I watched all the Oceans movies. And then Jesse told me it was about mice. And I went, well,
Should have watched Fievel Goes
now
West.
I should have watched Fievel.
Oh, Brad Pitt is so mousy, though.
This is Sewer 13 instead of Oceans 13. It's nice, me so life.
Sewer 13. Yeah, we get this shot of the sewer grates, number 13 written on top.
How many different types of cheeses can people name? Oh, cheddar.
Let's
Oh,
make a game
cheddar.
of it.
Mild cheddar,
Young cheddar.
medium cheddar,
Marbled.
cheddar.
Camembert, obviously, we have that. Goat. Feta.
Okay. Now you're just cheating.
Oh my goodness. I realized this as I was thinking of the show. I don't know many cheeses.
Gouda. Mature cheddar.
Stop.
Oh, boy.
No more cheddars.
Old. Elderly cheddar.
Mysterious Piece says Richard. Now is about the time in the show where I confess that I adore heist movies. So the idea of actually doing a heist movie is really thrilling to me. But there's also a part of me that also loves anthropomorphized animals doing human stuff. So an
So this is just a
anthropomorphized heist
dream
movie
come true
just
for you.
needs to happen. And if anybody's watching it, hire me to write and direct and compose for it. Thank you very much.
You know, Jack, put together a pitch and just shop it around. Don't wait to be
let me get
discovered.
right on that.
Jack, let's
Don't wait
talk
for
about
an
let's
AI
talk about
to
a
write
pitch.
it for you.
Yeah, let's talk about a
Oh, no.
pitch. I think
Now's not the time.
heist mice is a thing that we could sell that.
Okay.
All we need is an artist. Oh,
we'll
wait.
make it like a TV show.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh, I
we'll
see
have
how
to
it
go
is.
hunt for an artist somewhere.
I don't know. Fuck.
I see.
we'll see what the AI writes
Eric,
today.
can you
and
draw?
Whatever it gives
Oh,
me, I'll
well,
bring
you know.
to a pitch meeting.
As the drip of the old discarded pizza hits grease, your crew on old discarded pizza grease hits your crew on the face. You crawl your way through the sewers towards the entrance, right behind Garth's pizza place. Emerald
I missed the
Pizza.
R, but it kind of works for your accent.
Garth. Garth pizza place.
Made him way more Boston than I intended.
Boston.
There we go.
The light is faint, but when the wind blows, right The sunbeams hit the old grease covering the floors and walls. You're right to make it almost seem, well, you don't think that it's pretty, but rather that it seems like a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Okay, that's the most amazing line that the AI has ever written.
Wow,
That's amazing. You didn't write that?
The rainbow stuff? No.
That's great.
I stopped at
love
Goth's Pizza Place, Emerald Pizza. That's amazing.
That's amazing. That's probably the best thing.
When the wind
sun
blows,
off the grease.
sunbeams, old grease covering the floors and walls just right to make it seem, well, you don't know that it's pretty, but rather that it seems like a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
That's incredible.
So good. And in a voice, very much in like a noir, heisty voice.
I can hear the narrator.
Jeez.
So are we inside or outside? Are we looking
We're
at
outside.
the exterior of the place?
I
Okay.
thought we were in the sewers, right?
Are we
Yeah.
looking? Yeah, we travel through the sewers and we're behind.
I imagine we're like looking up through the grate and seeing the pizza
Yeah.
place, and now we're gonna get.
I imagine we're away from the door because it's
Yeah.
like you're looking through the sewers through the windows, or you see the grease. Like I don't know.
Yeah. You hold up your tiny fist to halt the group.
Give us an entrance, Limburger.
You say, indicating for Limburger to break through the grate.
You got it, boss?
As you peer through the grating of the sewer, you see a shocking sight. A small army of rats coming and going about their duties, executing orders without question or pause. The boss would have an entire legion guarding this place. How are you supposed to steal the jewel? An army of elite guards blocking your every move.
Oh, no.
So are they
playing
insinuating
in their
that
duties? Are they playing in their poop? Are they playing in their rat poop?
like
What?
is the AI insinuating that Garth the human has hired a legion of rats to guard his
Yes.
restaurant?
Yes.
The boss.
The AI is insinuating that
No.
Garth is
No.
wise enough to know that rats.
This is the
could be
secondary
paid.
world. Garth is unaware of everything going on, right? He's just running his.
Oh, but we
I
we
think
the rats
assume
know how
a higher
valuable the
intelligence.
emerald is, right?
They I think they feed off of the discarded pizza, right? They're like, we're never gonna let you get that emerald. That will ruin this place, and then our meal ticket will be dead.
King of Autumn is right. This is the missing Don Bluth movie. Who, by the way, made all of your favorite films, Jack? Like Rescuers
mine.
Down Under and
Land Before Time.
Land Before Time. I guess, but I'm trying to think of the rodent ones.
Okay, American
Rescuers
Tail
Down
and
Under.
American
Well, yeah,
Tail.
just
Yeah, I mean, we did
Rescuers.
all the
The
rest.
obvious.
Too.
Those I watched Five Goes
He
West.
was All Dogs Go to Heaven too, right? Was that him?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
I think he was Everyone Loves to Be a Cat. That one.
Yep.
Aristocats?
That wasn't the title.
Aristocats?
Aristocats. I think
Oh.
he did Aristocats. Did he not?
That
Like
might
Disney,
when he
Or
was.
did
I
he
don't
do
know.
I feel like that was
Dance?
before
Can't
him.
Dance.
I feel like it might have been early days.
Was it?
Did he do the Mystery of Nim?
Yes, he did.
He did
Oh, yeah.
Secret of Nim, yeah.
Secret
Oh,
of
Secret
Nim.
of Nim.
I like that movie.
I like Mystery of Nim too, but I think Secret of Nim is more popular.
Well,
Mystery
I
of
like
Nim
the
being the
esoteric
famous
ones.
murder.
He also did the video game Dragon's Lair.
And
Ah.
Space Ace.
Oh, wow.
which I
Wow.
love Space Ace.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Yeah, that's why I know the name. What a strange man.
All right, you say.
Crap in a trap. Maybe this way ain't gonna happen.
You turn to the rest of your crew and see that they are as shocked as you are.
Am I whistling? Oh yeah. Okay.
Come on. There's got to be another way in.
Stammers, Bert.
There's always another way.
What's that?
That's.
You say.
Listen, Bart, stop taking my dialogue. I was just about to say that.
I forgot I have to read ahead to see what the...
You're a
Just because we
well-oiled
finish
team.
each other's sentences.
All of you are obviously on the same page. As in unison, you say.
There's always,
Always
another
another
way.
There's always another way.
You're not sure if it's mocking or just a term of affection, but you begin to look around. After 20 long minutes, you find a manhole leading into the pizza joint. I gotta say, 20 minutes to look around a building.
They're mice. It
We're
takes a
tiny.
while.
We're really small.
Tiny.
It's just covering a lot of space.
Yeah. they
It's
don't
not that
move
we're bad at looking. It's just the surface area of the street is hard to search from underneath.
Here's what gets me. There's a manhole leading into the building.
I know.
Don't worry, don't
Have a
worry.
gross piece of joints.
That's where they get all their ingredients from, is the sewer grate that opens into the
Oh my god. Garth.
Hold your noses, gang. The only other way in is through the crap slide.
You spot the sewer pipe that leads into the toilet.
After you, Limburger.
You got it, boss.
The rat gives a sigh and crawls up the pipe. One by one, you all follow, leaving the stench behind.
Sorry, we should have added that to mouse. It said rat. We're not
Yeah, I'll
rats.
change that.
We're not rats.
Just in case it gets confused.
Very particular.
We ain't no rat. When you crawl out of the toilet with the rest of your crew, you find in the darkest corner of Garth's shop, between the shelving unit and the wall. You find yourself in the darkest corner of Garth's shop, between the shelving unit and the wall. We're in the shop.
Oh,
I get that emerald.
It's a good project that
Here we
Twisted
go.
Mickey's presenting. Camembert Bert is like the Matt Damon character. What are the other ones? Like Mr. Fix-It is, I guess, Danny Ocean, kind of.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Or
okay.
is he Rusty? Like, who's Rusty? I don't know if Camembert Bird is maybe Rusty. You know what I mean?
I only know
See,
these
I haven't
people by
seen these in so
their
long.
their
Actor
star
names?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't. I
Brad
have no
Pitt is
idea.
Rusty.
Brad Pitt
Yeah.
is
Brad
Rusty,
Pitt
right?
is-
The one
Brad
who's
Pitt is-
always eating food in every
He's-
scene.
In
I
every
love-
movie.
That's
But,
such a weird thing, but I love it.
Cheddar
Apparently it was something
Charlie's,
he added.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cheddar
What were you
Charlie,
gonna say
I think,
there,
is Brad Pitt. I like him being Brad Pitt.
Fix-It's 4. Clooney's Fix-It's character, or Cheddar's Pit, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
Everyone flattens
Cheadle.
themselves against the wall and begins to inch forward, spreading out along the baseboard. Camembert Bert and Limburger go one way, and you and Cheddar Charlie go the other, searching for the door. You can hear the chatter of rats coming from the other side of the shelving unit ahead of you and your partner. You mouth the words
Hold it there.
to Cheddar, then slowly edge forward until you can just see around the corner of the shelving unit.
I'm so tense.
One thing we didn't quite predict with a heist one, it's going to be a lot of description like this.
Yeah.
Because it's all
Yeah.
action, right? Like, it's all them doing
That's it.
things. So Eric's going to be busy.
Okay,
Have a good time,
like
Eric. This
Eric's
is a nice
the only one
break
who's
for all
gonna
of
be
us.
busy.
this is one of my greatest hobbies, reading about mice.
Do you have a favorite mouse, Eric?
Mr. Nibbles.
Is
Mr.
that the
Nibbles.
one you keep in your apartment?
It's my dream mouse.
No.
Wait,
What I keep in my dreams.
mouse I keep entrenched in my dreams. Describe
One day,
for us,
Mr.
if you
Nibbles.
will.
One day
We're
will
not
be
letting this
together.
one go. Describe to us, Mr. Nibbles.
Oh, he's the prettiest of mice, but also
Okay.
the stoutest. He has a small bite taken out of his ear, and just a
Oh.
little bit buck teeth, but not too much. Just enough to be endearing, you know.
Okay, but not enough to like hinder his ability to eat food.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't get in the way, but you'd pick him out in the crowd. Not in a bad way, just in a way
Oh.
that says, like, yeah, that's a guy. You know,
Yeah, that's a guy.
All right.
that's Nibbles. That's a mouse, if you know what I mean.
He's a character actor.
Yeah, you know, he'd be like, you know, the guy you hired to be the doorman in the heist, to infiltrate and be the doorman. But everyone would like
I
him.
love that.
And then, like, sadly, he might have a heart attack at the end, and then you feel really bad. And you do,
God, no,
you
don't-
do it for Mr.
don't have a-
Nibbles.
A dream way for your pet to die.
Look, you gotta. Every story has an end, Jack.
Oh my God.
Every pet is gonna die someday.
I say that to my daughter every night.
God.
You tuck her in, kiss her on the forehead. Every story has an end, kiddo.
Every
You
story
know,
has an
your
end.
pets are gonna.
You turn out the lights.
Daddy's gonna die someday. Well, sleep tight.
And I'll die well before you do.
Not every ending can be Return of the King. Sometimes it's Game of Thrones Season 8.
So Eric, before you continue here, I think King of Autumn came up with a really good poll idea here. Who's gonna be the double crosser?
There's got to be someone.
Ooh,
Because there has to be a double
Because
cross.
there's always a double cross.
There's always a double cross.
cross. There's gotta be something.
Do you want me to,
All
do
right,
you want me to
make the poll. Make the poll. We'll
Except
keep
in
reading.
Ocean's movies, there's not a
Uh,
double cross. The double cross is usually from outside the group.
Yes.
Does anyone here know
prediction.
the
And who are we?
stings?
Who are the options?
So Camembert Bert,
Sorry.
Cheddar Charlie,
Okay.
Limburger,
Or us, Mr. Fix-It.
or Mr. Fix-It, which I doubt it'll be Mr. Fix-It. And maybe characters that we haven't been introduced yet. You know what I mean? We could do 2 polls, see if people...
I can't wait for us to hopefully meet the leader of the Magpies just for
Oh, right.
how
I forgot that
wonderful.
This is how wonderful. Which?
Oh, just
Names.
how incredible the name and characterization of that character is that the AI generated for us.
So I forgot that predictions only work 50-50.
Oh.
So we can ask a yes or no or A or
How
B
about-
question.
Well, let's
Will
ask
be
if
a-
Camembert Bert will be the double crosser, because that's who King of Autumn suggested.
Are we saying Bert?
Yeah, will Bert double cross us? Yes, no.
I love it.
And this is not a delay tactic
Done.
that I'm inventing so that Noah can catch up on the drawing.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm doing great.
You are doing great. This
King
is
of Autumn
amazing.
also has redeemed a very complicated image. Try
Oh my god.
Wait.
cram
oh.
some rats and cats in there if you can. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine.
Wilbur.
He says Garth wouldn't just have rats guarding. He has a guard cat, a Russian blue named Ponzi.
My name is Ponzi. You know, like scheme,
I
but
love
instead
it.
of scheme, I eat you.
However, Ponzi is voiced by John Malkovich.
In his second greatest role.
I'm thinking about
I
the
can't
fact.
His first greatest role, of course, being John Malkovich in being John Malkovich.
Being John Malkovich.
Wow, our predictions are rolling in. People really have strong feelings as to whether or not Bert will betray us.
Oh, they
a
have a strong
resounding
feeling,
yes.
Jack. They have
Oh,
a
strong
very
feelings.
strong feeling about
The feeling is mutual.
Yes.
The feeling is he will. I can't even look at the polls without my chat breaking. It's going so quickly.
I'm casting
Delightful.
prediction.
Oh, you're casting a
I'm
prediction.
casting a prediction. I'm allowed. I'm a guest. I can do whatever I want.
I adore it. Yeah, you're
That's
right.
what you told me
Damn it.
before I joined. Is
That's
that not
true.
how this
I
works?
did
Because I'll
say
leave
that.
right now.
Hey, Drew, you can do whatever you want. That's the show.
Okay, I'm going to play my own piano.
That's true right now, what you're hearing, everybody.
Wow.
Pretty good.
What are you playing that clarinet with?
My feet.
Wow, foot clarinet.
Let's
Where
get
does
on
the
with
air
the
come from?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Please.
You say
Cheddar Charlie, your time to shine. We need a way to distract these rats. Give 'em a show, lad.
Cheddar smiles and begins to slink over to the other end of the shelving unit. He contorts his body in ways that seem physically impossible until he reaches in the end and peeks around. Then he begins making little squeaking noises. The rats begin to squeak back at him. And soon, you see them walking over to where Cheddar is at. The old
So he's
contort
just like,
yourself
"Hey!"
in the bookshelf
Yeah.
trick.
Yeah, that's a classic heist.
He does a bunch of contortions and then gets their attention, and they're like, hey, let's go check out what that's about. That seems weird.
Cheddar Charlie's obviously like the grease man. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
the one who's
Yeah, we pinned that he's like
Greased
the
up,
actor
getting-
guy. He's the
Yeah.
manipulator, the talker.
Oh, he's the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was hoping for some manipulation, but squeaking works too.
So he's the Matt Damon character. So Cheddar Charlie's
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Well, see, he's calling them over. I'm assuming that's what that squeaking is. Maybe he's speaking to them in rat, and he's gonna like give him a little chat. That's what's happening, I think. I mean, I'm kind of down to just hit enter and see what happens, unless Jesse,
I wanted to establish that I sneak past while they're distracted,
Oh, cool.
and then we'll cut back and see what he's doing.
Sounds good.
Love it.
You dart past the rats while they're distracted, then signal to Cheddar to find a way out without being seen. Limburger and Bert notice and scamper over. The rats begin to go back to their meal, leaving Cheddar Charlie standing there, confused.
All right. Good job, Charlie.
Okay.
Come on.
A mouth to him, and then he makes a break for it. You dart over the door, and the three rodent friends follow. You are just pushing open the door when you see a magpie step out of his
What?
eyes. We were into a magpie. We lost a point. I don't know what.
We lost the point.
How are we mean to it?
Are we
haven't
okay
got it
with?
yet.
Are we okay with meeting the magpies this early?
I don't know. I also feel
Yeah,
weird that a magpie literally has an office.
This
and
feels
garden.
like either this is a hell of a reveal, and the magpies have somehow bribed Garth already,
You're in my
or
store, you
No,
don't
they
even
do
come
Garth's
say hi.
taxes. That's why
right?
he has
Yeah.
an office.
I don't know
Magpies
why,
are
but I
very-
feel like owls would be the ones that do the taxes. I don't know why. I just
The
No one
nice
can
guy
trust
is
owls.
Kurt.
No one trusts anyone with taxes that can turn their head all the way around.
that
You're right.
you know
That's
what?
my rule of thumb.
If there's one thing in life, it's death, taxes, and don't trust people that can turn their heads all the way around.
Well, if we
I-
would like to drink to forget,
I would like to
I'm
drink
on
to
board with it.
forget.
All
I
right,
don't know,
then
what do
let's
you
hit that retry button.
Plus, I kind of want to see what Charlie's doing here. Okay, this is more interesting, maybe.
You dart past the rats while they're distracted. You signal to Charlie to find a way out without being seen. Limburger and Bert notice and scamper over. Camembert Bert's eyes go wide as dinner plates, and he begins to scurry over. However, a rat from the other side of the shelving unit is quicker and spots Camembert.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun.
Well, we all knew Camembert would get spotted. That's the secret. It's part
What's
of the
going to
plan.
happen? Oh, this is part of the plan.
Yeah, it has to be.
Is this an act break, or do we add?
Ooh,
another
this
beat?
little bit of suspense.
Yeah.
I think
Jack's
suspense.
frozen. We got a drink.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jack's
okay.
been frozen this whole time.
What?
Yeah.
No one told me.
been one big freeze,
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Big Freeze.
known as an act break.
Known as an act break. No bigger
Nice
freeze
to
than an
meet
act
you.
break. Very good, very good, very good. Friends, on AA Dungeon Crawlers, when it comes to act breaks, we do one very simple thing, and that is play trivia. But not just any normal trivia game. One of us will devise a very strange and esoteric trivia game that makes everyone else at the table incredibly mad to be playing it. Today, thievery, it turns out, is quite common in the animal kingdom. This is a fill-in-the-blank trivia game that will test your knowledge of capers and animalia with a special opportunity to steal points. Yes, if you can tell someone that their answer is correct before I do, you get the point instead. However, if your affirmations are incorrect, you lose a point. This is a game. This game is a dance of knowledge and finesse, a waltz of thievery and cunning. Today, we are playing the Klepto Stepto. Friends, I have 4 questions in front of me. Thank you very much. All of which fill in the blank questions about an animal stealing things from other animals or human beings. And you just tell me what's missing. What fill in the blank. And if at any point someone gives an answer that you feel is correct, you can say, hey, that's right. And if you're right, you get the point instead of the person that gave the correct answer. If you are incorrect, you lose a point. Are there any questions?
Yes, what's missing? What do you mean, like what they stole?
This is going to be a blank in the sentence.
It'll be obvious. I'll show you. So
Okay,
here's question 1. The American burrowing owl is a misnomer and a thief. What is the burrowing owl famous for stealing?
The Mona Lisa.
No.
My heart.
Also true.
They immigrated into Suffolk Borough in England, and now it's just a bunch of owls. And so it's a great burrowing owl
Everywhere.
They give a great name to invasive species.
species. You know, it's the most invasive species. And you
Oh,
couldn't
no.
sneak up on them. They always
Noah gave up and
Noah.
left.
Noah. I'm sorry. I know that was your home.
They stole the clay before I got to finish that pot I was working on.
Do they steal a
Oh,
home?
no.
Why not? That's exactly what happened. Sorry, my cat's trying to.
Yes,
eat
Eric.
plant.
The burrowing owls steal the burrows of other small animals such as tortoises or badgers or prairie
Oh.
dogs.
What?
Yes.
Wait. They steal the home of a badger?
Yeah.
Do the
then
badgers
what
just
they'll
let
do-
them take it?
So here's what happens. These owls, unlike most others of their species, are actually most active in the daytime, which means that they, while all the other animals are out scavenging, just move into a house and then stand kind of puffed up in the entranceway so that when the animal comes back, they see this big scary thing
So
staring
they're
at them
all
at their
about
door.
squatters' rights.
Yeah.
So you were pretty much right about the boroughs of England.
Yes, I'm giving the point to
that's
Eric.
how when
but
I
Owen's
lived in
not
England,
here.
I
Eric
claim
gets the
my
point.
home.
Excellent. You
I
know
just
what's
went in
great?
the door.
I missed all of that because my internet decided.
Yeah.
to
Hey, welcome back, Noah. We missed you.
Hi.
Yeah. Eric gets the point.
Show,
I don't even know
show
what-
us some art, why don't you?
Yeah,
The
come
stream
on,
has
Noah.
ended? Oh, no. It's just because he hasn't shared it yet. Just 1 sec.
Oh God! I have to read
Your
the-
art. Yeah, your
Yeah.
internet must have dropped.
There are several levels of which we need you in the show.
Yeah.
Here's question number 2. The
Got it.
European scorpion fly partakes in a mating ritual, where the male will bring the female food as a gift. Many scorpion flies forego the nuisance of hunting and will steal dead flies from a spider's web. But what do the more dastardly scorpion flies do instead? What act
kill
of
frogs.
thievery?
They send a Snapchat to the female scorpion saying, "I showed you my stinger. Please respond."
They ghost them after setting up a date.
Dastardly! How could they?
Kill dignity.
They steal my parking spot.
So instead of taking already dead flies,
Do they steal the do they steal the dead flies of another scorpion?
Yes, that's right, Eric.
Or of another scorpion fly, and then they give them back to the new one, and then they're like, "Here, I bought you this present," but really it was like Doug who bought it.
they steal the entire web.
Doug.
It's a hack job.
Jesse gets the point for
Aha!
correctly ascertaining that Eric is correct.
Wait.
I like that in the
So
new
here's-
version of this game we can steal points. However, what I
Yes.
don't like is that I got a point because I've now ruined my 0-point streak.
Well,
I can give you a
over.
provisional point.
Yeah.
No, give him the point. If the point is his, Noah.
Damn
and
it.
He can
It was his fault
wallow
for
in his
answering,
misery.
for agreeing with me.
Ugh.
So
It
here's what
is-
happens. It's weird and hilarious. Some males pretend to be females in order to abscond with the gift of males attempting to mate with them. Then the false female makes his escape, mates with an actual female that enjoys this gift of stolen food.
I imagine it's like when Bugs Bunny dresses up as like the girl when he's flirting with Elmer Fudd, only it's a fucking scorpion.
Scorpion with wings, by the way.
Kill the
Scorpion flies are
web.
hideous and they're horrible.
Oh god,
Terrifying.
they
A
sound
scorpion
hideous.
that can fly.
Yeah. Okay. Here's another fun fact. Scorpion flies are in fact not poisonous, nor can they hurt you in any way.
Oh.
Their scorpion, the huge scorpion tails, in fact, their genitalia and the scary pincers that they have on their faces, so they can bite into plants.
So I was right when I said they send stinger pics.
So
Alright.
how do they?
I feel like I have to censor my.
Yeah, blur that out, would you know?
Oh, did we just lose?
Yeah, come on,
Noah
Noah.
again?
Yes, Noah.
Oh no! I'm.
He
How?
has
Everywhere
Jack's
you live
internet.
has terrible internet.
What? My internet is fine.
No,
It
it's
is
not.
not.
It's clearly not.
Question 3.
One of these days we're going to do a
particularly-
show with no problems.
One particularly intelligent aquatic animal has been plaguing fishermen for years, memorizing their schedules, following the boats and waiting for the best, tastiest hauls before they strike, stealing the fish right from the nets. Which animal is it?
My high school stalker girlfriend.
You'll notice how nobody laughed.
That's okay.
I hope this is a lesson to you.
Do you wanna talk
Longshore
about it, Jesse?
fishermen
Do you
from the
wanna-
East
do-
Coast.
I'll take the L and move on.
Right. In that case, Jesse, you
Not
also get
fishermen
this.
from the East Coast, no.
I'm gonna say shrimp because that's just impressive if it is shrimp.
If it is shrimp.
Super impressive.
I feel like it's some kind of like yellow carp or something.
It has to
Aren't
be
those
like
an
an
invasive
annoying
species?
fish.
Yeah.
Like it has to be like a It's got to. I don't know.
What
I'm
are they
trying to
called?
think
It's a carp. I see it all the time in the marina back home. They're an invasive carp species. I don't know.
It's an Asian carp, isn't
Asian carp, is that what it is?
it? I think that's what.
I think in the Great Lakes, those are just certainly things that are.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds.
I've got guesses from the chat that I'm gonna use as my own. Elon
Please.
Musk.
Yep.
No.
Elon
No.
Mollusk.
Octopus.
I'm gonna say
No.
octopus.
Or octopuses.
Tisn't a fish at all,
lobsters?
Jack.
What
It's
is
a
it?
porpoise. No. Okay.
I did say aquatic.
You'll notice no one laughed.
Aquatic animal. Frogs.
Sea turtle.
Aquatic.
Nobody is correct. Here's what it is, friends. I'll
whale.
get the point.
Put
for
us out of our
wasting
misery,
all of-
Jack.
Damn it! God damn it! Yes, Eric, it's a whale. A
Ah!
sperm whale. one of the largest animals in all of the ocean, can deftly use their tongues to open up nets and steal fish.
Oh.
They've been known to completely butcher and ruin boats by eating the entire net full of fish whole, and following boats, memorizing their schedules, and sneaking up on them unsuspected.
And then the scorpion texts them and says, "Baby, what that tongue do?"
Okay.
Look at my
Last question,
stinger.
because I put me out of my misery. All right, this one's a weird one that I'm very excited about. I like
because
this
the other ones
one,
haven't been weird
just
at
as
all.
a heads. All the other ones I didn't like. No, here's a weird one. So, the bedelloid rotifer is a microscopic animal. They have been a female-only species for 80 million years, but theft has allowed them to diversify into hundreds of subspecies. How is this possible?
Do they steal genes?
Like Levi's?
Yeah.
Genes, specifically.
Yeah, they steal
Nail pants.
Levi's.
They steal.
They steal,
I think they
absorb DNA.
Hey,
DNA. I
that's
was gonna.
insane. That's
Isn't
actually
that awesome?
interesting.
From
What?
That's
fungi,
pretty cool.
bacteria, and algae, whatever else. small
I was
enough
gonna
to
say
consume-
whatever algae they're eating, they could
Yeah.
consume, and then
Anything small enough to consume at the planktonic level. That's the smallest
Planktonic.
possible level.
Yeah, plankton
Yes!
level.
Absolutely incredible. It allows them to
Yeah, the
develop
plankton level,
different
yeah.
traits to help survive in varied environments.
Well, I think that's why SpongeBob
Right.
and Plankton's always trying to get the secret
Yeah,
recipe.
because plankton is at the
Stealing.
planktonic level.
Yeah, stealing the.
That's how
secret.
specific his plans get, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Do we have Noah
Eric,
frozen
I think you
again?
won the game? I
I
think he
feel
is.
like I
I
heard.
think I did. I think I did.
Oh,
That was
No,
really
I'm here.
interesting. Jack.
Noah's
I'm
here. Noah's here. You're jittering. You're jittering. I'm sorry. It's
Too
hard
much
to have
coffee.
you
Too much
act
coffee.
jittering.
Eric, as the winner of the
Hearing
game,
some
you have earned yourself.
noises. I'm
Oh,
hearing
boy.
noises. It
Uh-oh.
stresses me out.
Oh no. Y'all are good there, pal?
I
You
love that
back?
he can't be quietly like losing signal. He has to be like.
No, I'm here. No, you can, I'm right here,
Oh,
guys.
no.
Hey, I'm here. Oh boy. Hey Noah, we love you. Thanks for dealing with my internet. I am the problem in this situation. Even from this far away.
From miles
I'm ruining
away,
the show.
Jack.
Yeah. All right, Eric, in true heist fashion, seeing as you've won the game, you've earned yourself more work to do. I would like you to, I'll give you 45 seconds.
What's going on? I'm so confused.
Eric, I'm giving you 45 seconds
Noah, put down the
to
drugs.
give me a recap of the show so far. If you'd be so kind to, Drew had mentioned earlier doing it in the style of like those heist montage where
Yeah,
they're
I'll
like,
do
and here's the
heist
plan.
montage.
Yeah, do a little heist montage of the story so far. Here you go.
So, we got a royal flush and the cards are on the table. First, we're going to turn the corner and into the sewers. It'll smell, but the grease is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow if you know what you're looking for. Soon, you're coming around and there's an army of rats. But those rats, well, cats to those rats. I don't know. I didn't finish high school. Shut up. Anyway, so we're using the sewer. We're getting into the bathroom. Oh my God, we don't know where it is. Go left, go right. Two that way, two that way. Soon, the rats are closing in. But you'll contort yourself. You'll distract them, and we'll sneak by. But oh no, those crafty rats, they see us. But they don't know. It's all a part of our master plan.
Delightful. Bring us in then. What's happening next?
Oh, violence.
Violence.
Oh, no,
Of course.
God.
Where do we start?
Cheddar Charlie is quick too.
Cheddar Charlie is quick too. You click your fingers, pulling a scarf from his sleeve, and faster than a mousetrap slips around the rat's throat, silently dragging him back to the shadows behind the shelving unit. But the rest of the rats look around wildly, unable to see you all. Get drawn, Noah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So defeated.
So thrilled to do it too. Yeah.
All right.
I'm.
It's okay. I put Jackson
You
in it,
whisper-
so I don't know what it's like.
You whisper for them to follow you, then make your way to the door as silently as before. You undo the latch and push it up slowly with your nose, slipping through and letting Camembert and Bert follow. That's one person. Just wanna-
Camembert. Do we have to edit that?
I would just take away the and.
Get rid of the and.
Yeah.
I also don't like the final word in this because it kind of brings us back in a circle, but we'll
once
see.
on the other side, you motion to them to keep low and follow you to a manhole.
We just left the source.
Exit a manhole.
Unless,
To another manhole.
unless we found a man who has some big holes on it.
It's like the AI was like, sewer, manhole, perfect.
I don't know. You're a
They realized
rat.
halfway through writing, I need...
I'm changing it to
Another
hallway
down here, quick.
because we've clearly left
there
the
you go.
storeroom of the pizza joint, and now we're in the
Now we're into
hallway
the actual pizza joint.
where
itself.
it's like, there's the bathroom and the kitchen, and then the seating area is
Perfect.
probably ahead of us.
Oh,
Don't
no,
like-
Twisted Mickey came up with a better thing. Manhole is what they call doors.
It's
Ah.
what mans go through. The
Oh,
mans go through.
manhole.
They're
Oh.
mice. They wouldn't really talk about
the
doors.
AI's
They don't
gonna
have
break
So
doors.
wait,
hard if
we-
try and push
We
that.
undo the latch of the door and follow it to a door. I'm sticking
Yeah.
with hallway. Sorry.
There's a door. Just
And
beyond
behind it,
that
a door.
A double door.
This is the dungeon master who didn't plan the night before and was like, and
This
on
is
this
New York.
hallway
They
you
did
come
the
to a
monster
fork in the
manual.
road.
It was one of those
Look,
split
this is New York
doors. They
proper.
open the
You
top
can't. You
one.
can't hope. You can't hope that you cannot let the public see what happens in the kitchen.
Exactly.
What happens behind closed doors is other closed doors.
If they saw what we were doing in here, no one would eat here again.
Ugh.
Noah just loving his life right now.
Well, no, actually thinking about that just made me think about the time that a friend convinced me to go get pizza from a pizza place, then afterwards tell me that they got busted from the health department.
Oh, wow.
No.
Did you have to
See,
order?
and I used
Maggots
to-
and rats. And I was
Oh.
like,
Oh,
really?
that's great.
Why did we get pizza and wings?
Maggots
Got
and
both.
rats. Oh my god.
I was,
Wings?
I was
Maggots and rats?
If they have
Very
rats
upset.
and you're eating wings, like who knows if that's not a rat body? You know what I mean?
I was very upset. I ate nothing. Like, I'd rather
Jesse and I
starve.
used to regularly go to a chicken joint that
Like
had
like
been-
several times a day regularly. That's where we would
And-
poop when we were at work. That's
Yeah.
why.
Oh.
and
poop
and
several times a day.
It got a yellow card from the health department, and we still went.
Wait,
Right.
it got a yellow card from the health department?
Yes, I told.
Oh, that's
told
why
you
you
about
still
this.
went.
Oh
I
boy.
have heard that the best place to, like the cleanest places to eat are the places that have recently been shut down and
Yes.
now reopened. Because they're on their best behavior, because they're constantly getting checked. So,
Uh-huh.
such is what I've heard.
Yeah, the bar I used to run
Genius.
definitely should have been flagged by the health department, but
Yeah.
Don't know how I feel about that being confessed.
wow.
If you
me.
think about it too hard, you never eat out again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, it's too much.
It's true. It's one of the many reasons I never want to work in a restaurant.
Let
It'll
me be
ruin it for you forever, Jack.
blissfully ignorant. Cheddar Charlie slinks up behind you.
Let's never talk about what just happened.
You say to, he says to you,
Sure, kid.
you reply. You slip through the manhole, or as the humans call it, door. And skid it
I've never
down
seen the
hallway.
letter D before.
You reach a sewage drain. And
No! No!
Our old foe, AI Dungeon.
Welcome back.
In its defense,
good to
in
see
its
we're back in
defense,
full form.
we've asked it to do a very bizarre concept.
Yeah. It's like manhole. Yeah, I know what that is.
It's
I don't
gonna
need
lead
to
us to
read
the pizza
anymore.
joint's
Same
bathroom.
Bathroom.
Where we just were.
All right, drink to forget.
Undo.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
The sewer leads you to
Alright.
another sewer.
Someone redeemed
That
ow,
bathroom
ow my ear.
alters
Jesse,
into a
I think your
bathroom.
mic might be a little.
Jesse, your mic is real hot.
It's because I'm yelling.
No, it's just hot.
It is hot. It's been hot from the beginning.
You're hot from the beginning.
I know.
I get that a
Thanks,
lot.
buddy.
Wow. I like this show. Everyone's so nice to each other.
Noah,
Everyone's so nice here.
am I the only one with frozen Noah art on the game?
I am with Frozen.
I haven't had Noah art for a while, yeah.
Really?
No.
Sorry, buddy. I wasn't gonna call attention to it because I was like, maybe he's still figuring it out. But I gave it like 10
Yeah,
minutes.
so long
and I was
as
like,
Jesse
"Oh."
has
Yeah,
it.
we're,
What's
no,
open?
I'm still on the esoteric trivia page.
Really?
The
Oh.
Twitch doesn't
Oh.
have the art.
Yeah,
so.
you got to log in and out
Oh,
of the
boy.
Twitch again, I think, Noah.
Sorry, we've caught Frisky Hour with my cats. So
Frisky
They're just
they're just
really horny for that plant.
They're trying to get
Oh, there it
attention
is.
from
Yay!
Go.
Ooh, nice.
Look at him
Limburger's such a
go.
big rat.
Run, run, run.
Nice. That's a
Big mouth.
good drawing.
That's a great shot. I'm really glad we got to see
Yeah.
it.
I gotta be on top of that. I don't know why I'm plugged in, but it doesn't want to work like that. Now I'm like, I don't have time to go check the router.
I know the feeling.
But enough about your sex life. How's the internet?
Where are we heading? Where are we heading?
Sorry, it's more of a whisper. Bert whispers
alright.
to you.
We're going to
Cheddar
go through the
Charlie.
tunnels and try and find the records room. Should be a lot less guards there.
The records
You
room.
whisper
At a
back.
pizzeria?
Were we trying to change
I
it
guess
from
so.
tunnels, or were we sticking with this?
Maybe, I don't know. Tunnels is what they call hallways now.
Yeah.
Tunnels.
Tunnels.
The human tunnels.
If they mention the
Hallway.
sewer
Man
again,
tunnels.
we're just gonna call it street, everybody, and then we're above ground for once.
It's a good call.
It also got mice and rats confused like halfway through. So
Yeah, how dare it, by the way.
Yeah.
Just as an aside. Rude.
If there's one thing I can't abide, like
I don't understand why it does not understand complex character creation and world building.
camembert birds.
Nomenclature individual to these people. It's unique and characterized. Sorry, I have delay, so I don't know when I'm
That's
talking
okay,
over people.
Jack, we
I'll
love
just
you.
be quiet. Are you sure?
Sometimes. Camembert bird splits off from the group, heading for the office where the security cameras are controlled. Limburger stays with you in case any more skulls need cracking. Cheddar Charlie stays behind to keep the getaway route hot. It's a hot getaway route, yeah.
He undoes the top 2 buttons of his shirt.
And then he takes a really loud microphone out of his pocket.
You begin to hear the voices up ahead. You wrinkle your nose and distaste the human's heavy use of sense. Ugh.
Fucking Axe body spray.
The odor blocks out any chance of you smelling the mutants in the area.
What?
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Those are what we call cockroaches.
Okay, what?
You
Yeah,
you
cockroach.
motion.
Can that, maybe I'll change it?
Mutants. That's
Maybe that's
so-
what we call rats that have been caught in a trap, or mice that have been caught in a trap.
Oh.
So you-
Mysterious P, by the way, says Jack Frost drink. I'm assuming that means I'm frozen.
Oh,
yeah.
he is frozen. Sorry. Yep.
Okay.
So that's a
All
great
right.
way to say that.
I love that. Jack Frost.
That's awesome, by the way.
Just
You
the
motion
episode where
for
everything
Bert
goes
to-
wrong.
There we go. Any chance of you smelling the way to the emerald? Ah, yes, that emerald smell. That fresh emerald smell.
Smells like an
Trying my
emerald.
best to remind the AI of what it is we're trying to do here.
Damn it, he switched it with a ruby. You mentioned for Bert to head back and take out the guards quietly, while you hide behind the corner in the hallway.
I don't smell any cubic zirconium, but
There it is.
Typey. I predict a witty pun from Jesse
Limber.
Beam.
Nah, not yet.
Limburger pulls out a length of fishing line and begins to climb the wall. Yeah.
Nice.
leave it to me, boys.
He reaches the ceiling.
She
and
reaches.
She reaches the ceiling. Well, I want to change that. And begins to hack into the wiring.
We need to reprogram the ceiling, guys.
Yeah.
Quick.
Wiring. So this is just for security cam purposes?
Lights.
Oh, I know.
Oh, we don't know the plan. It's being
Exactly,
revealed to us.
exactly.
That's exciting. No, Jack is still frozen, Misa life.
Oh, we gotta hack into the
Because
camera.
otherwise we lose the music if he resets. Can you turn off your video and back on, Jack? Does that help ever or no?
Tried it before and it hasn't helped.
Nah.
It'll just make me a black screen, but I'll do it for fun. Whimsy.
Jess.
Here I am.
Yes.
Been joined by the void.
Oh,
Now there's no sound either.
It's me.
Great. Oh, there we go.
There we go. It's
there
back.
we go.
Whoa.
Oh no.
Is it skipping or is he doing that on purpose?
It's really
Jack
hard.
Black.
I'll never tell.
No, it's Jack Black. Love it. Chad is really witty tonight.
One wrong note is a mistake. 2 wrong notes is jazz.
My favorite quote. My favorite quote about jazz.
That's funny.
And Noah, you've been doing a great job keeping up with all this direction.
Thank you. I'm trying my best. I'm feeling pretty good. Technical difficulties aside, I'm actually very happy so far with how.
I mean, it's stressful the amount of stuff you've had to do. Watching you do it. Jack Black would be the worst cast in a heist movie.
Or the
Oh,
best.
loud man.
No, he'd be the best because you'd never expect it.
He'd have to be the front man.
Certainly the distraction.
Oh yeah.
As she finishes chewing the wires, the lights in the restaurant suddenly go dim for a split second. When the power returns a second later, the cameras all have reset, allowing Camembert Bert to delete the footage of your crew entering the pizza place. Tracks.
As if you're gonna check the
Cover.
footage, see some rats coming in.
Yeah.
be like,
Doesn't
"That
matter.
was
If he
stolen."
does, we're professionals.
We are
Right.
professionals.
You heard the guards returning and head back down the hall. As you do, you notice that one of them is carrying a big cardboard check for $100,000 in ransom money from the city mayor.
Wow, we just uncovered a subplot. This guy's awful. Obviously, this restaurant's owned by the mob, guys.
Garth is a fucking.
We gotta save
he's
the mayor.
laundering money.
Mr. Mayor, we're gonna give you back the city, but you gotta give us $100,000. But it needs
a
to be in a
novelty
novelty-sized check.
From Publishers Clearinghouse.
It's the best.
Gotta
it's,
gotta
And I
be
want it
easy
delivered
for
with
the cameras to
balloons.
see.
it's the best way to launder money in plain sight.
All right,
It's
as
a-
hilarious
it's-
as this is, I feel like it has kind of taken a left turn.
Yeah, a real left turn.
I mean,
Wait.
it definitely has.
Yeah.
Wait, before we
I'm
forget, I
enjoying
just want to finish what I want. I just want to finish my drawing for it.
Okay.
He wants to draw a novelty-sized check. It has to be addressed to mayor or no, to rats.
that our-
Rats.
2 rats.
I.e.
that our
ransom
distraction?
mayor.
Our distraction is we're like, you won, Garth.
You
Here's
did
a
it.
giant check.
2.
Oh,
I didn't
I assumed it was-
answer.
I assumed it was human beings walking with a giant novelty check.
Oh
I
no.
think
Makes
that's
sense that
what
it's
it
rats.
is. Yeah.
No, it's not. Not in my world.
It's a man in a rat mascot costume.
2 rats. It's 111,000.
One
There's one
111.
ones. I guess that would be. It would be
1,111,000.
111,111.
Either that, or
Rats don't know how to
either
write
that, or it
puns.
was written by
Jack, you're
Woodstock the bird from Charlie Brown, because he only talks in tally marks.
The hall lights are still out, but you hear the generator turn on down the hall.
That's the automatic doors.
Bert whispers.
Come on. I'll deal with the actual guards and let you take the emerald. Just be careful. Just stubborn bastards.
Dun, dun.
This is. Oh
This is
my
Chuck
goodness,
E.
this is a Chuck E. Cheese pizza
This
place.
is actually the origin story of Chuck E. Cheese.
This is how it started.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, they had so much
Garth
technical
original
know-how, they
name
knew
is
how to make giant
Charles
robot
E. Cheese.
mice. Sorry, what was that, Jack?
Oh, here's a quick aside. Did you guys know that the E of Chuck E. Cheese
entertainment.
stands for entertainment?
Yeah, he's Charles Entertainment.
Charles
The man's name
Entertainment
is
Cheese.
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
My favorite kind of
favorite.
cheese.
Hideous. Absolutely horrendous.
I love Charles.
It's capitalism at its finest. Sorry, thanks
say.
for listening to my TED Talk.
Don't do anything stupid, Bert. Remember the plan. 3 minutes, then we scarper.
Right, yeah.
Bert says and sprints down the hall. You wait 2 minutes, then begin to follow him. The smell of fresh pizza is almost overwhelming. You've nearly reached the door when something seems strange about the lighting ahead of you. It's still dim, as if something is blocking the light from the hallway behind you.
Oh, is
Dun,
this our
dun.
second act break?
Maybe.
Who could it be?
I'm
There's a
gonna just
shadow.
seed what happens, and then we'll leave it on the cliffhanger.
Sweet.
Ooh, sounds good. I love it.
You gotta turn around before the act break. You gotta see it. Or cut right before you see it.
I'd like to point out that Limburger actually hasn't said a single thing. I've just added her lines in.
It's a mute.
Strong and silent thing.
Yeah, well, that's true. She is strong. She's meant to be the muscle.
All right, here we go.
The door of the kitchen swings open as Pansy, Garth's cat, comes strolling out into the hallway, whiskers twitching.
I love how they gave it to us dialogue style.
Yeah, I love that.
Wow.
With Ponzi.
I like it's a
colon.
question too.
There's
The cat,
intent behind that. That is a wishing to be fulfilled.
the cat turns towards you. You slowly back up against the wall, trying to avoid startling the animal. His eyes narrow, and he begins approaching you, gingerly, stepping over Limburger. You look down and see that she's covered by Ponzi's shadow. It's a choice. Do you get the
What's
emerald
gonna
or do
happen?
you save Limburger? Find out in 20 minutes.
God. After this one rant goes on a little bit too long.
Oh, Ponzi is Russian blue.
All right,
Yeah.
friends.
Ah,
Yeah,
I love
Ponzi
So,
that.
you know,
has a
give them a
red
big tall hat.
The
Whoa,
negative
no,
space.
I love this.
That's
The
cool.
negative
Spend a lot of
space.
time on this one. Have fun with this, yeah.
This
Because
is
we're
a
gonna
this,
play
yeah, this is
a
a
little
fun
bit of I
looking
like my like I like
thumbnail,
my.
maybe.
I love this. Let's play some I like my, but tiny animal version or heist version. I kind of mix of both.
I
I'll ask you to
I
come
have
up with a
I have an
noun that is
idea,
either
so I'm
animal
gonna
or heist related. Ooh,
I have an idea, so I'm gonna type for like maybe the first one.
sounds good. Eric, think of a noun. And Drew, think of a noun.
A noun? Does it
Right,
have to be
Eric?
animal or heist
Yes.
related?
Ideally.
Okay.
That is correct.
Okay.
Eric, I like my
Whiskers.
I like my
Safe.
I like my whiskers. I like my safe. Tightly wound.
I did not.
Nice.
That's good. Wiry.
Ooh, a wiry safe.
There's lots of wires to cut.
Frozen and ready to crack.
Ooh, what was that one?
Frozen and ready to crack. Stiff whiskers. That's what
Handled gently.
Ah, that's a good one.
I like
Cut at the right time.
Oh.
Perfect. Oh no. All right. How about this? Noah, think of an animal-related word,
Okay.
and Jesse, think of a heist-related word.
Okay.
Noah, I like my
Tail.
I like my
Double crossing.
I like my tail like I like my double crossing.
Always
Long-
behind me.
Long and drawn out.
That was mine, Noah. Damn it.
Ah.
Cut short.
Sorry, Drew.
Think of another one.
Making
Harry
sure
at
things
the
stay
end.
balanced.
Oh boy.
Delightful.
Can we do one more?
All right.
One more.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's do one more. Eric, think of an animal word. Noah, think of a heist word. Eric, I like my
Pause.
I like my
Escape plan.
I like my paws I like my escape plan.
Ready to
Well
be used at
groomed.
any moment.
Well groomed, ready to be used at any moment.
Full of beans.
Just full of,
That's
full
just
of
a personal thing about my escape.
No, that works for any of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could say any of these with full of beans. I think we just broke
At the tips
game.
of my
'Cause
finger.
no matter what you're saying,
Well, no, I'm thinking about because when you look at like little plazas,
Full of
like,
money.
little
Yeah.
Toby
Misa life.
beans.
That's a good one.
full
They
of
got
beans.
Toby and
Spiky,
Toby.
very convenient. These are all good. I don't know who to crown the winner. So Drew, I'm making this your job. Drew, you have 45 seconds to give us a full and complete recap of everything thus far. Are you ready?
Yeah, listen up, people. Okay, so starting Monday, and don't be fucking late, Noah. It's the last time I'm gonna tell you. Listen, we're gonna start things off. We're gonna introduce everybody. We're gonna sit down at the table. I'm gonna tell you that we're going through the sewers. We're gonna go underneath. When we come up, you gotta know that what we're after is the emerald. And we're gonna see it through the pizza parlor. And you're gonna see that grease. It's like delicious tasting at the end of a rainbow. Tell me. Okay, now you
15 seconds
listen, Jack, you're the one. Shut up. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna climb up after we sneak around the bookcase.
5 seconds.
And you're gonna cut the cameras, and then we're gonna sneak through.
Time is up.
Gonna get caught, and then you're gonna kill him.
You did it. All right.
Kind
good,
of.
Good job.
That's not a lot. 45 seconds is tough.
Right,
No,
boss.
it's definitely very hard.
I
Good
put
job,
too much
guys.
character
A
into it.
well-oiled
I need to
machine.
cut the character and get to the business.
Cut the
All right.
character, get to the business. The only
That's our
time you'll ever
business
hear
grade.
that note.
She's
right.
covered in Ponzi's shadow. Play me something, Jack.
Oh, sure.
Oh, she's covered in. Oh shit.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. We just do. Oh. Hold on. No, sorry. I'm almost there. And I'm gonna bring up some of this, and I'm gonna. Ha!
As Ponzi the cat steps over Limburger, Limburger cuts the fishing line with her teeth. The fishing line whooshes through the air, no longer tied to the ground, and Limburger flies up the wall towards the emerald chandelier. She's directly above the cat. It's a confused cat, that is. You kick Ponzi in the face.
Jesus
Yeah!
No reason to do that.
Oh, I think we have all the reason.
We gotta improvise now.
You dirty cat. You kick Ponzi in the face and quickly begin running down the hall. You hear a loud crash, and when you turn around, you see that Bert has knocked over a tray full of drinks, which have spilled all over the
Whimsically.
floor.
Oh,
Oops.
Bert.
You see Limburger out of the corner of your eye. She unscrews the emerald from the center of the chandelier. Ponzi's almost upon you as your vision is filled by whiskers and Russian fur. You run around
He's
the
in
corner.
the hat form.
You run around the corner with the hat in pursuit. But as fast as you are, Ponzi is faster. Something sharp slices into your left calf. Oh my god! And then, again into your right arm. You tumble forward into a nearby kitchen. Ponzi clumsily chasing after you.
Uh-oh.
Is this where we
Just
sacrifice
rolling
ourselves?
on the ground.
We
Just
sacrifice.
We gotta
We'll never
sacrifice
make
ourselves
it to the
for
great lawn, but you
the
can.
emerald. No. We'll get to the great lawn in the sky. I want to make it out of this one alive, so I am,
Oh, don't
I'm
worry.
hoping for some Ex Machina bullshit.
What a brave
Noah,
man.
Charlie's
I'm
still
loving
there. Charlie can
what
do
looks-
something to help.
Oh, I know he can.
I love that the hanging emerald just looks like an inverted jello mold.
It's like those, well, except the green chandelier, and I'm thinking about, like those things you see at like sports bars or whatever. It's like sitting over.
Oh, yeah.
The kind of Tiffany style shape.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I've pictured the emerald this entire time. Is that it's just actually a light
humongous
fixture.
lampshade. Yeah.
It's just a lamp.
Just a Tiffany lampshade.
It's one of those ones that
enormous.
hangs above pool tables.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Or a bunch of mice gonna carry that thing.
Oh, I mean, they're mice. They don't know. They don't get it.
They can carry 300 times their weight, right? Or is that ants?
300?
No, it's ants. I'm kidding.
Oh. I got really excited.
really-
Here I
you were
was
really
getting
into that.
facts
You were
about
ready to go.
microscopic animals. I was ready to dive in.
You
I
roll
know that
over.
they can. Oh, go ahead.
You roll over and stare at the murderous feline.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
You think? Then you yell out.
Cheddar! Egress! Now!
Cheddar Charlie kicks open the kitchen door and it bonks Ponzi in the face, stunning him. As Charlie's silk scarf wraps around your middle and yanks you to safety. Charlie enters his scarf. Yeah.
Tried to do a bit of a callback there.
Yeah. It has a multi-talented scarf, that is. You pull the rope, and the chandelier plummets towards the floor. It misses Ponzi's head by mere inches, instead of smashing into the kitchen floor and sending broken glass flying everywhere. Cheddar Charlie pulls you into the hallway just as Ponzi comes to his senses and charges after you once more.
Hold on, the chandelier is in the kitchen?
Yeah, we cut it down. Oh, well, I think it's an open concept.
Right, okay, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
see, yeah.
Open
It's
concept.
an open concept pizza joint.
Restaurant.
When they renovated the place, they
No.
took out that one wall.
Yeah, it's one of those real New York styles. You get to see the big wood oven.
Yeah,
It's
Oh, and everyone gets really excited.
Yeah, Emerald
This place I
pizza.
went to called like Two Brothers. Great. It's great.
Great. Do we know what time of day it is? Is the restaurant open right now?
I assumed it was
Restaurant's
like
been open.
Yeah, I assumed it was like after the dinner rush, like kind of before closing.
Right.
That's
Are we
what I
all
figured.
nocturnal? Are mice nocturnal?
I
They're
don't
nocturnal.
know.
Yeah,
right?
it's-
Yeah,
I
so
believe
like,
so.
I think rodent. We assume night. That is a great stunt cat, and I know I shouldn't call attention to it, but the Russian hat's hilarious.
What a confused kitten. Jeez. I like
I
how
love
he only speaks in questions. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. A true philosopher.
he's a very existential cat.
Misha Life says it's 1 p.m.
The middle of the lunch rush and chandeliers exploding everywhere.
There's mice.
Midday.
There's
There's
cats.
people
Everyone in the
everywhere.
restaurant just went, Opa!
Oh, yeah, that's the plan. The plan is to wait for all the Greeks to come in.
The
That
Greeks
was
for
something's
the love
falls.
of
Problem
pizza.
solved. Yeah. Greeks known for their love of Italian food, yeah.
Cheddar Charlie pulls you into the hallway just as Ponzi comes to his senses and charges after you once more. Just as Ponzi is about to catch you, Limburger swings forward on the fishing line, the emerald clutched under her arm. She scoops you and Charlie up with her incredible strength, and you slip through the back door towards the storage room and escape route. That's the stupidest thing I've ever
Every time.
He's not a guard. He's just a cat.
It's just like, why are you here? Why do you run from me?
What's going on?
I almost died.
And all the
cat
rat
never
guards are
speaks in
sitting back,
quotes.
I guess, and watching this being like,
That cat sucks at this.
Yeah, oh, wow.
yeah.
The three of you leave the cat in the dust and emerge from the back door of the restaurant. Well,
I didn't mean to laugh into the mic, but that
I'm terrified.
That's a hilarious line.
did it write that, Jesse, or did you write that?
What?
The next
the three
line.
of you leave the cat in the dust and emerge from the back of the restaurant.
Oh, well, that was a thing. That wasn't me.
You say as you stare at the hanging.
Well, that was a thing.
God. Indeed it was.
Indeed it was, Mr. Fix-It. Indeed it was.
Hang on. Can you say that again in Bert's voice?
Indeed it was, Mr. Fix-It. Indeed it was.
He's already waiting for you guys as she lands.
Yeah, because this is why.
Uh-oh.
Turn to see Camembert Bert standing half in the shadow, a small bell clutched under his paw.
Now, it's time for us to have a chat. I ring this bell, and everyone comes a-running. Your time's up, old man. Hand over the emerald.
And what are you going to
What an
do
eagle.
if I don't?
Wait, what?
What do you think?
Bert chuckles.
I'm gonna read your mind.
Take it anyway.
All right.
Now give
all
me
right.
your palm.
He's saying that
Bert's
with irony.
gone
I'm just gonna
nuts.
read your mind.
I can see that your one lifeline, it ends rather shortly.
As you can see, this calendar, when I hold it up to your wrist, shows today's the day you die.
Wait,
Unless
we
I
need-
hold
we
it
need
like
to read
this.
Bert's
I'm
about-
guessing you're a Taurus.
Bert's gonna give the biggest insult you can give a mouse. A small bit of smile twists your face.
Then what's the point in threatening me?
Bert shrugs.
I like to see humans squirm.
That piece of shit.
How dare you call us
Oh,
that?
human. You
How
piece of
dare
shit. Oh my god.
I
Sorry,
think
Mom.
the AI got really confused.
No. The AI is just giving us the greatest insult of rat kind. Being called a filthy human.
You squirm like a human.
You squirm like a human.
Because
You
that's what
start
they do.
to
Every
actually sweat.
every time you see, every time they see a rat, they're like, ah.
Oh, yeah.
Their only context of humans is just when humans are freaked out from seeing a
Yeah,
mouse.
they think humans are just like enormous pushovers.
They're
Like
just
a billion
scared
times
of
my size.
everything.
Why are you afraid?
Why is he fortune telling, like threatening him?
I don't know.
That's
We're
what I'm
we're
trying
gonna
to
skate
figure
past that. I think
Yeah, we'll skate past that.
we liked everything else in there.
He's a pretty eccentric guy.
You say.
I've been taking it in my spare time. I've been taking classes.
How dare you call me a heavyset human, you pile of undigestible dumpster feces!
Bert
God,
is
dude.
barely phased. It's like he's expecting you to say that.
That's not how I remember it. But let's get back to the task at hand.
You look him dead in the eye and spit on the ground. His face darkens a bit.
That was the AI's version of no. What you presented it.
Yeah.
You know, Drew, to be honest, the AI has not been exactly, like, it has not been, you know,
receptive.
it says no a lot.
It's really trying, but
when,
boy.
when the AI wants to say no, the AI...
I mean, this feels like the first time it said a really clear no.
Yeah.
But now that's cool, but no. Let's get back to what I was saying instead.
You say,
Who bought you out, Bert? The magpies? Garth? At least tell me that much. You owe me that at least.
the atmosphere is tense as Bert stares at you in silence.
No. I owe you nothing. Last chance, fix it. Or the rats. Get the rats, get it. I'm gonna kill all those gods down there.
Yeah, go for it.
You look at him dead in
Don't.
the eyes.
And I'll also kill the cat. I
Right.
got a lot of rat poison.
Gonna kill everyone you've ever met.
Should we change that to the or the? or
Well,
your
let's
mice friend?
let's read
Get
the
it.
final bit here because it's absolutely ridiculous.
You look him dead in his eyes. And Bert finally looks away.
Oh.
He begins walking away.
All right.
Nothing to do.
Well, nice talking to you, Bart. I'm drinking to forget that.
Yeah, let's drink to forget that. It was so close to excellence, and yet.
Oh, this is good.
Congratulations
yeah.
to those of you who managed to cleverly predict, even though Jesse made it happen, that Ken and Bear Burt would be.
I
our
felt like
betrayer of
we
the
we
evening.
were having so many successes that we needed a twist.
That we needed a failure. It's true. I like it.
You say,
Who bought you out, Bert? The magpies? Garth? At least tell me that much. You owe me that at least.
Bert's eyes begin to water.
I was cutting onions. The only thing I owe you is a couple of broken fingers. You'd think after all that stuff I did for you, you could at least repay the favor and let me win once in a while.
You grab Bert by the shoulders and give him a good shake.
Are we about to immediately redeem the villain?
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe.
Yes.
He's like a brother to us.
Oh.
We've planned this heist for ages.
Ages.
We're all gonna make it, Bert, together.
Come
With
on,
a great lawn.
Maybe that's the twist. The betrayer doesn't betray?
You say,
Snap out of it, Bart. Whatever the magpies have promised you is peanuts compared to the Great Lawn. Come on, old friend. We've been dreaming of this since we were born 3 years ago.
Bert's shoulders slump.
I just wanted to make you proud.
You can make me proud by helping me complete the plan.
Say, your voice lowering to the barest whisper. Bert straightens up and nods.
You're right. Let's do it.
He pauses for a moment, thinking.
Can we just hit enter?
Well, I did have
wanna know what he's
I did have an idea, but let's.
Okay. I just kind of want to know what he's
Yeah.
thinking.
I think I need to go to the bathroom before we continue.
Oh, well, that was
I think
worth
I can.
doing.
I think I can.
Do you eat any of the pizza in there? Because I did. And,
I just,
Boy, that stuff went
it's
right through me.
Yeah, if you don't have some Tums, I can't continue.
if you've never tried anchovies before, don't.
Now's not
This-
the day to start.
This seems a little. I think the AI wants us to go back in and heist something else.
Oh,
You go in.
What are we? Who are you? Are you talking about a person or
Yeah,
the
you
building?
go in through the front. I'll come in from behind. I'm gonna undo that. I'm gonna.
Yeah, let's,
I guess the plan now is to get to the Great Lawn. Now that we have our ticket, basically.
We gotta avoid those magpies.
So I'm totally fine if you want to say like, "Hey, let's get to the Great Lawn."
I've
now
got
as our
I've
next
got a
goal.
fun idea here.
Sounds good.
He's not a Russian blue, but Ezekiel has decided to be the cat for the episode.
I love that.
He will not leave me alone. He's actually already
Aw.
bitten me once during the stream.
Oh wow.
He's
Just
very
to like, ensure that he's
While
on-
they're
on stage.
Bengals, I have two Bengals and they're both insane, so that's
Yeah,
why
Bengals
they're
are
wild.
like that. That's sweet.
take them out of the same.
I wish I could, Eric, but that's such a bad joke that I can't.
That's fair. Out of
I
principle.
just can't engage with it.
Out of principle.
Out of principle, we can't do that, Eric. I hear that a lot, actually.
Listen, Eric.
Think you want to talk about?
There's no need, Noah. There's
No, well, we'll let this
speaks
one
for
slide.
itself.
We can all fill in the blanks like
They-
the game.
We all know it. We all know what it means. You say, your voice lowering. He pauses for a moment, thinking. He suddenly raises the bell. Limburger and Charlie hold their breath. But you trust Bert. Bert doesn't ring the bell, but instead turns, hurls it with all his might. Luckily, it's one of those bells that doesn't ring when you throw it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, it rings once. It goes bing.
And then you throw it. Hurls it with all his might and smashes it into the face of Ponzi, who's been sneaking up behind the
Whoa!
entire time.
I was not ready for that.
Ponzi is such a poor cat. Ponzi falls over.
So
I'm
confused.
barely touching him, everybody. It's not
Oh
him.
my god.
Loves to fight.
Ponzi falls over, and Bert rushes at him with a knife from his belt.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus
Takes
Christ.
you a moment to realize what you have to do,
Oh my
but you
god.
quickly shove the sleeping guard off the mouse and struggle over to him, and the two rats battle it out. That was
yeah.
going so nice.
That was great until
I'm very
It had it.
confused.
I'm gonna try
Okay.
that. Let's try that again.
Did it,
It's like the AI used a thesaurus and just decided to change things.
did it mention a moose?
Oh, this is better.
This is more in the world. Ponzi falls to the ground with the bell tied around his head.
That's a
Hilarious.
good throw. That's a great throw.
He had Charlie's scarf wrapped around it, so
I think the bell is bigger than we think.
yeah.
Now!
Bert shouts, and you take off running towards the chandelier as Ponzi lays on the floor, groaning between his teeth.
I don't know how to do a cat with his mouth closed.
King of Autumn says, Tom and Jerry, the Goodfellas episode.
Ah, yeah, classic.
You're funny, Jerry. What do you mean I'm funny? Like, funny?
You know what I mean, money.
I amuse you. Well, yeah.
Haha, like a clown.
Haha,
Clean tongue,
Clownfish?
yeah.
guys.
Oh, this poor cat.
Play with me.
Oh no, I'm talking about Ponzi.
Oh, Ponzi. Both of them.
Both
Speaking of
are
which, Ponzi is
applicable
a
comments.
fantastic name for a cat.
I was gonna say I would name my next cat Ponzi. Well, I might name my next cat Charles Anthony Thomas.
All
So
right.
that it's,
Well, that's
it's,
I get it.
it's
yeah.
cat.
I'm actually
Cat,
gonna
yes.
name my next cat Bernie Madoff.
And is he gonna? So if he disappears, you're like, no one knows where Bernie Madoff went.
Yeah, exactly.
He just disappeared.
It's a foolproof.
No one's claiming responsibility.
It's a foolproof plan.
Absolutely.
Talking to people. I can't go out tonight. I gotta go home and feed Bernie Madoff.
Wait, what?
He's been here the whole time.
Do I need
And then
to
the
call
next
the FBI?
I'm
Any
sorry,
of his
I'm
children,
sorry,
you have to
I'm
name
sorry I'm
Ponzi,
late.
scheme.
I got up late, and then Bernie Madoff shit on the rug.
Human names for animals are always the most satisfying because they're just the best.
Before we read on, Mysterious
Yes.
P has redeemed the backstory corner. Wants to know a little bit more about Ponzi.
Oh, delightful.
Ponzi.
Drew and Jesse both. Why don't the two of you tell us a little bit about?
Yeah,
Ponzi's
well,
history?
it's actually interesting, Drew, as you remember the whole thing, like where Ponzi came from that rich cat family.
Well, it wasn't. This was the problem. Is that his parents had so much expectation for him that he didn't want to let them down.
Yep.
And so he took that one dumb risk, which
Yeah.
got him where he is now.
Yeah, and that dumb risk being, of course, he tied a rat to some railroad tracks and then threatened the scraps long ago in ancient history, before Mr. Fix-It was even born, so 4 years ago.
Yeah. And he's only spent 7 of his lives at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, really we're coming into like a midlife crisis kind of thing.
Of course.
So that's why he can't get away from the pizza joint,
Yeah.
even though his parents tell him that he's going nowhere with it.
He figured any job is as
Right.
good as, at least I'm making a name for myself.
Well, and the problem is that what he didn't realize is why, he's starting to lose it mentally is because he went away from the specialty food
Yeah.
that his parents had for him that was, the anti-allergen food.
Yeah.
That he
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? So now he's eating raw rat. It's just a little,
But of course, all of this is just to try and escape the shadow of his parents, which is why he changed his name to Ponzi, which I think is an improvement over his old name, Bernie Madoff.
Yeah, for sure.
Bernie
sure. And
Madoff
Madoff family-
became a Ponzi, and that's
And the Madoff family was famous across New York,
And I
for
think-
being the moodiest cats. And they had quite an establishment. It was, the main Madoff, and then there was like the 2 others that came below.
The
and
Madoff shoots, you might say.
then- Yeah, and then they'd have 3 below that and 4 below that.
And it was really hard to take the family down, but I think Country Buns got it when he said they eventually were busted for perjury.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, we
All
have
right,
a
well,
plot to finish.
Anyway.
Thanks, Country
Hate
Buns.
when the audience
Pretty
is
good.
funnier than us.
Brutal.
It happens every week.
Every week. Sorry, my cat's now on my desk. And this is gonna
Aw,
happen.
Bernie Madoff.
It's like he knows we're talking about cats.
I can't get over being able to tell people what Bernie Madoff does these cats do. I keep coming home and Bernie Madoff he's leaving me gifts everywhere.
Barfing all over
it's
the
a
place.
Dead bird all the time.
Keep coming home to
He
discover
threw up
that
on my
Bernie
pillow.
Madoff has once again thrown every vase off of my mantle.
I told Bernie Madoff not to knock the glass off the sink, but he did it, that bastard.
Every time. Sometimes I look at him and he looks me right in the eye and starts pushing stuff towards the edge of the table. I'm like, Bernie Madoff, don't do that.
Don't you do it, Bernie. All right, well,
You slip down the manhole cover into the safety of the sewers. Limburger and Charlie stare daggers at Bert, but you shut them up quick.
He made his choice. He stays.
Wait,
Say to them.
So
are-
Bert
who's here?
ran towards the cat?
I think we all made it down.
Yeah, we all
the
made it down.
manhole.
I think Bert gutted
Bert's
the
just
cat.
sacrificed himself. Didn't
No, he's.
No, Bert's there.
Who is
so-
You and he take off running towards the chandelier, and then we pass the chandelier into the
But
manhole.
who made his choice? That's
Bert
such a
did.
specific line. What was his choice? To kill the cat?
No, to stay with us.
To not ring the bell.
Oh,
Where were you?
Oh, okay.
I get
I
it.
have a
This
que- I have a
incessant yelling
question.
from Noah in the distance, be like, "Who's Bert? What's happening?"
I genuinely am just okay. So there's it's Limburger Bert, right?
No,
Yeah, Limburger
Camembert
Camembert.
Bert.
Oh,
Beef.
who's Limburger?
Limburger
is
jacked,
the woman.
Lady Mouse.
Jack.
She was
she's
the one that
yeah.
got the thing from the ceiling.
Yes.
Cheddar Charlie.
All right, the whole thing is very simple. Bert was going to double cross us. We convinced him with some expertly written pathos not to. And instead, he stabbed a fucking cat. And then we all escaped down into the manhole cover. The other two don't trust him, but we, as the leader, do. And now
Right.
we head off towards the Great Lawn.
Now I understand. Okay, so I thought Limburger and Bert were one person based off of a comment made
This whole
earlier.
time?
This whole time, I thought we were a team of 3.
Oh, boy.
No, Camembert Bert is
We are a team of 3, right?
It is a team of
Jack.
three plus protagonists.
Oh,
Us, Bert, Charlie, Limburger.
Bert.
right. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think
Cheddar
it came up
I
when I
keep
was
forgetting about
drawing
Cheddar
Bert.
Charlie. I'm gonna be honest.
I
When I was
also
drawing
like how
Bert,
Got
and
it.
then I got confused.
That's okay. In true heist movie fashion, it's very complicated.
It's hard to keep track of all the characters.
I also enjoy how it changed our names to Mr. First name Fix, last name It.
Fix it.
Mr. It, comma
Mr. It.
fix.
Yeah,
Mr.
Limburger she's the one that's here. That's
All right,
Limburger.
let's bring this thing in, guys.
Let's do it.
We all slipped down the manhole into the safety of the sewers. Limburger and Charlie stared daggers at Bert, but you shut them up quick.
He made this.
He made his choice. He stays.
You say to them. But you set off towards the Great Lawn. You find yourself running through the sewers alongside your fellow scraps. All of you reach out to the old white... all of you reach an old white brick wall that stretches out from one end of the tunnel to the other. Bert puts his paws against it and pushes. But it doesn't move.
Well, what now?
Chet asks.
It should open. It's that open and white brick wall.
Yeah.
It has that will open sign.
Everyone knows that the white wall is always open in
Of
Brooklyn.
course.
A sharp silver-bladed,
yeah.
silver-plated beak pries the door open. You find yourself face to face with none other than the Magpiest, leader of the Magpies, and terrorized the Magpie Woods. Behind him are rows and rows of old dusty records, including many by the Beatles. They play 24/7 in an endless loop to brainwash the magpies into becoming little angels.
Whoa! What?
is this? Is this the AI or is this you, Jesse?
All I said was none other than the Magpiest leader of the Magpies. I didn't even put terrorize. I didn't know any of that shit. Okay, interesting that Spud Wizard points out magpies are a religious cult, because when we were seeding this adventure, we kind of noticed that's what the AI was spitting back when we were trying to figure out the magpies. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
They were giving this like weird Scientology kind of vibe.
So now we get brainwashing Beatles.
This is I kind of like this. I don't
I
know.
like it.
Like they're
Can we
playing the
please
Beatles
keep
backwards, obviously.
Yeah.
Everyone knows when you play the Beatles backwards, you brainwash birds.
I wanna hold your hand.
Maybe that's how they got Bert to do their bidding.
If
Yeah.
you actually, if you play "Help, I Need Somebody Help Anybody," it says if you play it backwards, it says, "Hey birds, follow the Lord. It's really great."
Hey birds, collect me some shiny stuff. I am the Magpiest. I'm pretty cool. Thanks for listening. Wow, they spent a lot of time on this one. It's pretty
The
amazing.
rest of the scraps file in after you.
Yeah, they do. I should have read that.
So the rest of the this is the mice and the scraps.
The scraps are our gang.
Or
Yeah.
the gang. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Okay, I was making sure I wasn't getting confused with like the rats. Or...
You say,
All right, Magpiest. We got Garth's emerald. Shiniest damn thing you'll ever see. Now the scraps would very much please like to enter the Great Lawn.
magpieist begins to laugh, and the rest of the scraps start to snicker along with him.
Are you serious?
The magpieist says, "The limey bastard." As he begins to fan herself, as he begins to fan himself with the leaflet. You and the rest
I hope
of
it's
the
like a Beatles tour pamphlet.
Yeah. From the last time they played in New York, right?
Have you heard
Actually, I
the
should
word
probably
of
do a
God?
Lennon, eh?
No, I like this because it sounds like a hedonism bot from Futurama.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I could... Are you serious?
The magpie says, the magpie says, as he begins to fan himself with the leaflet. You and the rest of the scraps shrug your shoulders in unison.
Son, it's like this.
That's the most musical theater button for a song I've ever heard.
It's like this.
Bing!
Bing!
Yeah, you're not from around here, so
great
let
lawn.
me introduce you to the laws of the magpie.
Oh my God! Wait, I didn't write any of
What?
this shit. I just pressed enter.
Okay.
This is amazing.
When you go up... Sorry, I skipped your intro.
Son, it's like this.
Magpieist begins.
When you go up against the establishment, you're going to lose your cookies, my friend.
Magpies laugh and jeers at the scraps. Bert turns to you and throws up his hands.
What do we do?
We stick it to the man.
The Birdman.
Yeah.
Birdman. What does that
I
mean?
know I knew there was a reason why we poured their tea in the harbor.
I just couldn't place it until this moment. I get it now.
It wasn't real until I actually was faced with it.
What was
Faced with all these boxes of tea.
The Great Lawn. This is a good twist. Country Buns put up. The Great Lawn doesn't actually exist. It's just a myth the magpie cult uses to entice new members.
So, fun fact, Country Buns, as we were writing this, or the AI was writing this, and we were generating it with the AI, right? There was this joke of the Great Lawn and that they call Central Park, right? And then we looked up if there's anything like that in Central Park. Apparently, the basketball courts in Central Park are legitimately called the Great Lawn.
Really? Wow. That's
Isn't that amazing?
There's a big sign. It says The Great Lawn. And I'm like,
I know.
Shout out to Red Gamer Soul who says, just got here and I'm lost. Welcome, friend. This is AI
So
Dungeon
are we.
Crawlers, where we
Good
write
luck.
a story
Whoa.
with an artificial intelligence. We provide music and voice acting, and Noah provides art. We're just at the end of a long heist featuring some mice stealing what was the chandelier of a pizza place to give to the magpies to allow them to get into Central Park, also known as the Great Lawn, to the mice in order to live out the retired days.
We know a lot of
free.
people have told that kind of story before, but we thought we could do it justice.
And I don't know if we were right.
Trying to break down any AI dungeon story at the end is kind of like, if you came in right at the end, it's gonna make absolutely no sense.
Well, I think overall this one's actually made quite a bit of sense.
Yeah.
Luckily, if you
setup,
missed
I guess.
anything. Luckily, if you missed anything, you can watch this probably tomorrow on YouTube.
Tomorrow morning on YouTube. Go look up AI Dungeon Crawlers on YouTube for all of our other VODs. Thanks for listening to me plug my show that I'm on right now.
Smooth Jack.
So can we go
That's
back
his
to
nickname, Smooth Jack.
can we go
Who's
back
also
to
Jack
Bert
Black.
asking what we're gonna do next? Because I like how this flows.
Bert turns to you and throws up his hands.
What do we do?
We stick it to the man. Charlie, egress!
You yell as Charlie pushes open the white brick door and it cracks the magpie on the head.
Time to go, gang!
Oh my god!
Give him the old door hit in the head. Yeah.
It worked for the cat, it'll work for the bird.
Known as the egress.
The
That's our
egret
signature
egress.
move.
Yeah,
That's how we're able to get past the
the
magpie.
old
Just
Brooklyn
slap him on the head.
egress. Where you smack him in the face with the door.
Time to go, gang!
You call out, and you and the rest of the scraps dart past the magpieist and his creepy backwoods Beatles records up through the tunnel and scramble into a sewer grate into the vast green fields of incredible beauty. The morning sun shines brightly, kissing your fur. That tells us what time it is. It just came up. The sun just came up.
There we go.
The scraps are awed by the scene before them.
We did it!
One of the younger ones yells out. I don't really
why
know
they
which
didn't
one it
name
is.
them.
Yeah,
Just
no,
one of
You
them.
could figure
You
it out.
all
couldn't
pretty
tell
young.
between all their very distinct voices.
Bert grins from ear to ear, and you can tell he's ready to take on the world. And by Garth, you think you done it, kid?
The end. Like, fuck.
Pretty good.
By Garth, you've done it.
I mean, there's not a lot of closure to the magpie side of it. I
Doesn't
would've
matter. We got to the Great Lawn.
A
We did it.
reason that they got away from the magpies, but
We hit him in the face with
We
the
hit
door.
him in the face with the door. That's
What
our
better reason
signature
than
move.
I am.
What about
We
the
ran
army
by
of
him.
magpies that they're supposed to own the whole?
We took out the leader, man.
Yeah, but obviously they own the door to the Great Lawn, and now that we're in, we're just gonna
And
hide
now that
in the
we're in,
foliage.
fuck it. All we
They run
needed
away.
was
We have
we needed the emerald to buy
Epilogue.
entrance. Now we're
I
in.
agree with Misa Life.
I
think
agree
we
with
need
Misha
an
Life.
epilogue.
We need an epilogue for
The,
sure.
need
the,
a bit
the
of an
happy
epilogue.
ending. That,
Give us
that-
a happy ending epilogue.
How do we do epilogue
Epilogue.
again?
It's just square bracket epilogue is usually what I do.
Do I
maybe
do
we
it in
plan our
story
next
mode?
heist.
Yeah. Does this set us up for a sequel?
Well, maybe like we're living our happy life, but then the calling of adventure happens again, and we gotta heist something else because that's what we do. It's in us blood.
They need to steal back one of the magpies that has answers for something that they discover in the Great Lawn.
All the
You're
squirrels
really,
are hoarding
really
the
fixating on
chestnuts
these
for winter.
magpies. See, they were just a means to an end.
What?
They
No,
weren't
I'm
like a
just
plot
saying.
device or anything. They were just birds.
I'm just saying. I feel like they didn't get enough of a play.
That's fair. We got about 30 seconds of the one.
I'm.
The scraps live happily ever after, but can't resist the call to adventure. Bert saves up for a new door. And he even manages to buy himself an English pop gun.
Sorry we broke that door, Magpie. Well, I'm gonna see what else we get.
If Bert has a door with him, he's unbeatable. So he just carries a door with him, and he hits people in the face. The scraps live happily ever after, but can't resist the call of adventure. And so the very next day, they're off to steal something else.
There it is.
We set ourselves up
very-
for the sequel.
Very
There
next
it
day.
is. We have one day of Nirvana, and then we're fucking out of there.
And then we're like, you know what? Retirement's just not for me.
I love the idea they're all sitting in this like luxurious park, and they're just like, well, this was nice for 5 minutes. Like,
Oh my gosh.
It's like it's the penguins in Madagascar once they get to like whatever Antarctica, and it's just the cutaway where they're just standing there next to the ship, and they're just like, yeah.
All right.
I do want to point out quickly that Red Gamer Soul has actually already subscribed to the
All
channel,
right.
and this is just their first time catching it live. So
Oh, well, welcome.
Hell
Welcome.
welcome live, Red Gamer Soul.
Thank you guys for joining us for this beautiful tale of espionage and thievery. I'm now going to ask the AI to generate for us some song lyrics. If you guys in the chat wouldn't mind giving me some titles, I'll pick the one that I like the best, or else make one up if no one has anything that I think is good. In the meantime, why don't we do a little post-mortem?
post-mortem.
I would just like to say how excellent that final line is. Both the by Garth and the going off to steal something else.
I love
the
that.
AI has been kicking ass when it comes to endings lately.
And those callbacks, they're always calling back to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Like-
callbacks in the last 2 weeks specifically have been pretty stellar.
And by Garth is an awesome line.
Because Garth has been this
Garth.
like weird. He's like the guy that owns the pizza place,
God
but also
king.
God, and like
He's nobody in anyone else's world except the mice world. Like
he
he's a
rules
big
the
deal.
city with a steel-toed boot.
And by Garth, you think you've done it, kid.
What a good line.
Oh my goodness. Well, we've all been on the show before, so we all know what's happening now. Now we talk about what we learned today and what we
What'd
will
you
take
learn,
away.
Eric?
What did I learn?
Yeah.
I learned that sometimes you're small in a world, but you got to be big of spirit, and that when you're big of spirit, there's nothing you can't overcome. And sometimes you're going to be pinned down, and your calf is going to be slashed, and your arm is going to be slashed, but you're going to have a friend. That friend is going to hit the cat with the door. And then
You know
learn.
that kind of leads into what I've learned, Eric, which is that sometimes you run into big scary Russians. But just remember, that cat's just as confused as you.
It's a confused kitty. Tell me about it, Noah. What did you learn today?
You know what I learned? I learned that the next time I'm in New York, if I see a place that's called Garth's Pizza Place, avoid it.
Stay the
Because
heck
there's
away.
probably an army of rats and mice and a weird, confused Russian cat.
Oh, sweet innocent Noah. That's everywhere in New York.
That's New York City.
Don't go to New York.
Just don't go to.
Shops just full of Russian cats and rats.
Yeah. Jesse, what did you learn?
Well, you know, it's funny. I remember actually seeing this film when it came out in theaters. I was a big fan of Don Bluth's. You know, I saw American Tail. I saw American Tail 2, Fievel Goes West. I saw the less liked American Tail 3, Fievel Knows Best, which was just a bit derivative, I find. But he really knocked it out of the park with this one. You know, he kind of aimed it at a slightly more of an adult audience. You know, it was right when the Ocean's movies were getting really big. And I guess the way it went is Don Bluth went to the producers and he said, hear me out. Ocean's 11, everyone's mice. And they said, you're crazy. So he left Disney, and he did it himself with the Don Bluth Animation Company. And we have this masterpiece as the result. And I remember walking out of the theater the day I saw it thinking, sometimes the people that you think are your friends are just waiting to ring the bell on you. But sometimes they don't ring the bell. Sometimes they throw it in a Russian cat's face.
That was a long walk.
But we got there in the end.
Yeah. It was nice. It was nice. It actually tanked in the theaters.
Yeah. That's
you
how
were
I was.
recorded as one of the only audience.
Well, and that's how I was able to see it so cheaply, is because this was actually supposed to be the closing day of it, and I actually bribed the popcorn guy with $5. Normally the tickets were $300. I think that's probably why no one went to see it. It was kind of marked up.
And that popcorn guy, like, unfortunately, he was like, you know, black sailing those tickets because it was just easier to get.
Well, and fun fact, the reason Drew knows the story so intimately is that's actually how we met.
Yeah.
He was the popcorn guy.
I was
really?
the popcorn guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
A
I put
storic
extra
career.
butter too.
That's
Just
true.
you.
Yeah.
That's
It was
good.
actually a seminal moment in American history because it turned out the reason the tickets were so expensive is Bernie Madoff was using it to launder money. So,
And it comes
it was
full
all- it was-
circle.
All right, friends, I'm about to send for you here a link into the Discord. You'll have to share it with Drew, as I have no ability to from my phone share this with you guys. One day, when I am back home in Toronto, I'll be able to share this directly to the Zoom call. But until then, I've got to do it this way. Here's the link to the song. I liked the suggestion. Somebody said it needs to be a Lost Beatles song for the Magpies. So I called it Magpies.
Oh, yeah.
From the
like
Lost
Blackbird,
Beatles album.
you know.
Yeah, but Magpies. And I'm not going to lie, these might be some of the best lyrics
Oh, I'm
post-show we've
very
ever
excited.
gotten.
How are you guys sharing this link with me?
It'll be, someone share it into the Zoom call specifically for Drew, if you don't mind.
I can do it.
Thank you very much.
Magpies singing in the dead of night.
I'm excited for this one because structurally and like the story that it's telling really lines up with the story that we just told. And some of the imagery is really nice. So like genuinely I'm very excited about this. While you guys get logged on, is there anybody, Drew, you're our guest. Do you feel like taking a verse, a chorus, or the bridge today?
Oh, it's such a hard choice. You know what? It's funny. Since I was last on, I've been thinking about this because I'm like, what's the most fun part of the song to do?
Yeah.
I think it's chorus.
Do it.
I think I'll try for it. Try for
Maybe-
chorus.
I haven't done the bridge in a long time, Jack. Can I do
Take
the
it.
bridge?
Jesse, do you want verse 1 or verse 2?
I'll do verse 2. Why not?
Whoa! Unprecedented. I'm starting this
Look at
song.
that.
This doesn't happen for so long.
This
Yeah,
will be
it's
the
the
best setup
shortest
song
verses.
ever. The one that is playing the piano,
one that
knows
I
where it's gonna
started.
go,
And
is
then
gonna
it
set
will
up
be
the tune.
swiftly kicked in the balls by the rest of us.
By me jumping in on the chorus.
Let me know when everybody's in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
As are we and Twitch.
Right. I gotta think of how to start this one day. Beatles always has really bold chord changes.
That is true.
I need to think.
If Noah's Ringo, he plays the drums. My name's John Lennon, I play the guitar.
Sometimes I play the fool.
Sometimes I play the fool. My name's Paul
All right.
McCartney.
Friends, this is Magpies from the Lost Beatles album. One sweet day, you and I will find our paradise. We'll leave this old world far behind. I'll take you where the river meets the sea. We'll build our home there beside the sand. And in that moment, darling, you and I will finally be free.
And I'll be with you, the only one beside you. When the sky comes tumbling down, I will hold you in my arms, and with my love I will surround you. And at the end of everything, I'll be with you, only you. I'll be your magpie, my sweet magpie, my sweetest magpie.
One day when summer calls for us, we'll leave this town for good. We'll seek a golden place somewhere new. That's where I'll make our home. And though we will be far apart, your soul will be within my heart. And when the sky comes tumbling down, I will hold you in my arms. With my love I will surround you.
And I will be with you, the only one beside you. When the sky comes tumbling down, I'll hold you in my arms. With my love I'll surround you. At the end of everything, I'll be with you and only you. I'll be your magpie, my sweet magpie, my sweetest magpie.
Magpies don't care about the opinions of crows. And I'll never leave your side. People talk all their superstitions, and it shows. But when push comes to shove, I'll be there for you always. My love will surround you, and I will be with you, magpie, my magpie, magpie, my magpie. My sweetest magpie.
And I will be with you, the only one beside you. And when the sky comes tumbling down,
I'm losing the music, but I'll still try to keep going.
Single burp.
Yeah. Love, I will surround you. I forget where I did that falsetto. And at the end of everything
Is a magpie.
is magpie. Sorry, guys. Jack's music.
It was a
It's
bold
like-
choice
I'm
by the
sorry.
Beatles.
Yeah, this was the Beatles during their
This is-
weird experimental phase.
Okay, this was my problem with the chorus. Is it was so far from Beatles. I was like, I don't know how to get back to Beatles. I was like, I don't know how to do,
It started off as Let It Be. Eventually, it became Revolution
Yeah.
number 9.
right? Yeah. Well, and I would have been fine with Let It Be, but it's like with Let It Be, it's such a driving chorus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know how to do this.
Poor
I'm
Jack
not
is
the
still
Beatles.
going.
Yeah.
Still vamping.
Oh, yeah.
Is
yeah,
the song
it's
over?
great.
Okay,
Well, no, we're coming to the final chorus.
No one
yeah.
told John to stop playing.
Only you.
Oh, blessed is only fingers!
Magpie, my sweet magpie, oh sweetest magpie, I'll be with you, only you, my sweet magpie. You're my magpie. Don't shit on my head.
I like the part of the song where they all just kind of like left the recording booth and stood back while John kept playing.
And John was just
They
hammering away on the
commented
piano.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Should we tell him?"
The problem is,
Headphones in. I don't think he knows.
the problem is Ringo wrote this one, and they never took Ringo's songs seriously. You know.
Oh,
Does
they
John-
worked so hard.
Does John realize that this song sucks?
Just let him have this one,
I
would
think
you?
this one will be cut from the album.
It's all right. He'll be dead in a week.
Can I write a song,
That
lads?
moron's gonna shoot him in the head.
Jesus.
No.
Friends, this has been AI Dungeon Crawlers.
Octopus
Thank
is
you all so
gone.
much for joining us on this madcap adventure through the internet. We'll be back next Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. if you're in the UK, and who knows what time if you're anywhere else in the world, because I'm not keeping track.
We'll be back then.
Everyone, you'll be back. It's a Eastern.
Oh, poor Jack is trying so hard, but technology is not cooperating today.
I'll just write it down for everybody.
You ever just try to take a horse by the reins, and then the horse just like phases out of reality and becomes
I hate
an
when that
eldritch
happens.
being that you can't control?
You can lead a horse
every
to water,
time.
but you can't make it phase through reality.
Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Everybody.
Should I try this again?
Yeah,
I'll try this
One more
again.
time. You're clear.
Friends, thank you all so much for joining us through the power of the internet. This has been AI Dungeon Crawlers. We'll be back next Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m. in the UK, and who knows what time anywhere else in the world, because I'm not keeping track for you. Go look it up. Google is your friend. We'll be back here on the same bat time, same bat channel. Haven't figured out exactly what next week's guest or prompt will be, so we'll be digging through the old suggestions to figure that out. And as we say every week, a lovely motto. Drew, we're just going to throw you under the bus. You go after Eric. Here we go.
Okay. Eric's frozen. Oh, no, wait, now he's not.
Nah, I'm just very still.
Thievery.
Is
Bird.
And
Mice.
Friendly.
but
Together.
we
Can't.
Stop.
stealing. Sure.
Thievery
That-
is bird and mice friendly. But together, we can't stop stealing. Words to live by. Truly,
It's
truly
amazing that the
the
mice
most
wrote anything.
Inspirational.
The best
Oh,
laid
boy.
plans of mice and men get fucked by Zoom. That's what I say. We'll be back next week, friends. Have a lovely week.
good night, everybody.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, thanks.